Hiya, folks. It's great to see ya.
Hi there.
Hey, old Kermit the Frog here.
Hello.
In just a few moments, we will begin our trip to the Disneyland Resort Entrance Plaza. Thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Mouse Vibes Monday. How's everyone doing?
Thank you guys for being here. I'm Ashley and this is Nick, and every Monday at 7 o'clock we party and we have a good time and we talk about theme parks and travel and Vanderpump Rules and our loud neighbors and our dog and all of them in between.
Yeah, it's Monday here for most of us, except if your name is Jaden and you're actually watching in the future on Tuesday. So thank you for watching from the future, Jaden.
In the future. In Australia, right? That's the future, right?
So cool. I love that.
Gosh.
I hope everyone had a nice weekend. A little bit of rain. You know, it's been raining a lot, right? Feels like it hasn't stopped here.
I literally, I'm not trying to sound like that girl, but why do we pay so much to live in California when we've turned into Seattle? A news report came out that we're wetter than Seattle, California is.
Hey, you know, we're right for a little bit. It's either really hot and we get no rain or it rains a ton. There's no in between.
And we still have a ginormous hole in our ceiling, but the top of it is patched up so there's no water leaking in, but there's just a huge exposed hole right on the couch, so it's really, it's been great.
Yeah, hopefully in the next few days the weather subsides so they're actually able to patch the inside of it. They didn't want to have to redo it again.
Yeah.
So
I do. Let me say, I don't mind the cold at all. Nick and I were just talking about this. I don't mind the cold. It's the rain. I love the cold. I love wearing big sweaters because I own so many sweaters. I love jackets. I love bundling up.
The cold never bothered her.
The cold never bothered me anyway, but rain. I hate rain. I hate wet and ugh, you know what I mean? And soggy socks and bleh. And I'm not a good rain driver, so,
Rainy days equal Postmates for Mouse Vibes.
I know. I feel bad. I always feel bad ordering Postmates when it rains, but you just tip extra fat. So I'm like, damn, this person's really gonna deliver me ramen in the rain, but thank you.
I don't think everyone was expecting us to go full Al Roker to start off with, so let's hit the chat and see how everyone's doing.
What up, Jacqueline, your cutie little dog?
Aww, what's up, Jacqueline?
Yes, Hannah.
Hannah's here. What's up, Hannah Ray?
What up, One? What up, Vibe Tribe? Ready for Mouse Vibes Mondays?
That's what's up. Yes.
Hey, everyone from the future. For me, here in Sydney, it's Happy Mouse Vibes Tuesday.
It's got a nice ring to it. I like that.
Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. What's the status with your loud neighbors?
Glad that you asked, Marlene. Let's talk about it. Let's unpack this.
They're still jerks, and they still do not care. And should I say the real drama that happened?
Sure.
So the downstairs. Do you guys want the tea? The downstairs neighbor. We have two issues with the downstairs neighbor, or two neighbors that we have issues with. One of them went up and tried to open the door of our other neighbors, but he didn't catch it on camera because he didn't have his ring thing installed yet, and the person tried to break in. They're still throwing parties every night. I've barely slept. It's making both of us really cranky. There's nothing we can do right now, and we looked at places to move, and it's just not we can't do it. So we're just taking the L, you guys. But the thing that bothers me the most is these neighbors, when we see them outside when we're walking out, they're like, hey, and I'm like, you know what you're doing. Do not hey me.
It's like Melrose Place here, but better.
It's not better. It's bothering my soul, but
it's like a combination of that and the murders living in our buildings. It's somewhere in between that.
Yeah, it's awful. We're still just documenting it, but once that ring camera gets installed, we'll have more concrete evidence, and then we'll really be able to.
I'm convinced Ashley's patrolling the halls of our building at night with her whistle, just making sure everyone's up to no good.
I do. So thank you for asking, Marlene. We're sleep deprived and Looney Tunes, so. Happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Just walk my dog Travis, and I'm ready to enjoy this live. Hope you guys had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Your dog's name is Travis.
Hey,
That's
Travis.
So cute.
Elite and Travis hanging out.
What up, Jalen? Oh my God, it's okay. We did miss you though.
Been too long, buddy. Miss you. Thank you for being here.
Yes. Random Reese says, Happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Y'all always excited to be with the Vibe Tribe.
You know what, guys? You guys were giving me life. I was watching your barbecue videos. And when are we going to Austin to eat some barbecue?
Dude,
when are we doing that?
I just picked up clients in Austin. I can go out there. I'll go.
What?
By myself and eat some barbecue.
What about... You're going to need some help eating all of it. I know barbecue.
Oh my God. Mason Gonzo. Just have to ask, are you guys going to be at Universal this week?
I'm definitely going this week, Mason. I'll be there. I want to try to go to Thursday. I don't want to deal with the weekend warriors. Like, from now until like the end of April, it is going to be crazy at Universal on the weekends. So I'm going to try to avoid that and get there early, rope drop, that whole deal.
Yeah. I like, when we talk about, we love making content. We talk about strategy for the channel. I like always have to give Nick a pep talk because he gets, I don't think insecure is the right word, but like when you go and shoot alone, you get very like, are people going to miss Ashley or whatever? And I'm sure everyone misses me, but like you crush your solo Universal updates so well, babe.
thanks.
And I'm pretty sure everybody wants to see them. So everybody send Nick good vibes because he's going to bring those up again, give you the Halloween Horror Nights updates because he crushes it. Like,
well, thank you for
those.
making me feel good. It's not an insecurity. I just feel like when I'm there by myself, I feel like I'm mansplaining the video. I'm like, you need to do this, or you need to go here. And when we're together, it breaks up, and we have like more fun with it. We're able to, But thank you. And especially because I'm editing my own voice. I'm like, I don't want to watch 10 minutes of me, but thank you for everyone else who does.
You crush it. Like, we love seeing it. What up, Nick and Ashley? What up?
Hey, Ryan. What's up, man?
What up, Sonny?
Sonny's in the house.
Jody, was so good seeing you and Lindsay at the brunch.
Yeah, that was awesome.
We'll talk about that.
I love that. And David's here.
What up, guys? Loved hanging with you at Knott's. So much fun to see you and your wife.
You guys are the best.
What up, Carl?
Hey, Carl. What's up from Australia? Australian connections in the house. I love that. Thank you for being another time traveler.
Yes. Hi, Ashley, Nick. What's up?
Hey, how are you?
David Vaughn. Yeah, too much rain. Like, us Southern California people are not used to this at all.
My birthday week is usually spring break. It's usually like sun and I don't know. It's okay. Different.
No, babe, it's rained on your birthday for 4 years straight.
What?
Yes.
I forgot my birthday again. Dang it.
I don't think I posted. I think it's on our Patreon, or I'm gonna post it. But last Tuesday was Nick's birthday, and I was like, "What do you want, babe? We can do this." He's like,
yeah.
"I just really want a pedicure." So I'm gonna put the photos up on Patreon.
Please do.
But this man got the me time at the pedicure, and it was like a silk scrub rub and clay whatever treatment and everything, and I've never seen you so happy. His feet are so soft.
Yeah, it was honestly it was more maintenance than enjoyable. I felt bad for the lady. I was like, sorry about that.
I know, she brought out the things to like get off the crust.
I don't know if this is like a good sign or a bad sign, but she changed her gloves halfway through.
Oh my god, she did not. You're so funny. That Vanderpump.
Oh, yes.
Sorry, real quick. Whoever saw the mid-season trailer update for Vanderpump Rules, oh my gosh, give it to me. I don't agree with the cast milking it for all it's worth on TikTok, though. Like, Katie Maloney made a TikTok. She was like, "It sound good." It's like, we know it's good. We don't need you to overly promote it. We get it.
Oh, if I was Katie Maloney, I'd be doing the same thing and then launch like a t-shirt brand to go inside with it, you know? I'm not leaving any money on the table.
I cannot wait for the rest of Vanderpump Rules. The drama is very real. I'm excited to see it go down. And I think Tom doubled down like I predicted, and he's in Arizona vacationing with Raquel and her family.
Never double down, guys, unless you're playing blackjack.
No.
Accept apologies.
I
Move forward.
A pregnancy and a proposal are happening. Putting that on wax. Anyways, Rhiannon, happy Mouse Size Mondays. 10 days until our Disney trip. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let the countdown begin. Hopefully you guys get great weather. Hopefully all the rain leaves.
It's going to be awesome.
You have great weather. You got a brand new Toontown to go check out. Indiana Jones. We'll talk about all that in a bit.
Hello from Vancouver, a.k.a. Vancouver. Yes.
Oh, beautiful city. Love Vancouver.
Happy Mouse Size Mondays. Also joining from the future with Jaden. Happy birthday. Yes.
Guys, so many people from the future here. I love this.
By the way, did you have a good birthday, babe?
I had the best birthday.
Good.
I did nothing. It was like such a treat. I'd never have those days where I do nothing, and that was one of them.
Yes.
Got to get a pedicure.
Hey guys, happy Monday. Love the eyeshadow, Ashley. Thank you. You want to know something crazy? You probably can't see it. You know Halsey about Face Beauty? I got sent like a little package. They sent like a couple samples, and it is fire. It's like cruelty-free beauty. I don't know if it's clean, but I'm assuming majority of it's clean just because, I like to do clean makeup. But About Face Beauty, definitely recommend. That's what I have on right now. And then the Lemonade LA purple glitter, which is like the only glitter brand that I use. But thank you. That means a lot.
She exclusively uses that glitter, guys.
I literally, I've messaged them so many times. I'm like, what do I have to do to be a a glitter ambassador, and they're like, we don't offer that.
Well, you should.
Like, but you should. I should be that person. Happy Monday, sending
Aww.
Nana loves and kisses.
Love you, Nana. Thank you for being here.
Katrina Garcia, hey Mouse Vibes, just recently found out about the drama happening within the Disney vlogging world. I want to thank you guys for creating a drama-free and fun content for us. Love you guys.
Thank you. All about that.
Yeah, good vibes, drama-free, be a good person, love thy neighbor.
Yeah. Oh, this is a great time to insert a Nana quote as well, since she just commented before. My name is Wes. Keep me out this mess. Let's go.
Bringing up Bams. Hi, y'all. Just got back from my no-kid birthday trip to the land. What a blast. Sip and Savor was so good. Love the elote paella. Thank you.
Gosh.
Somebody else that liked it.
I'm happy you had a great time. Kid-free at Food and Wine Festival. Sounds like a good time.
Dude, you guys, I was so, like, worried that our audience would, like, be grossed out when we ate that because, like, my mouth was open while I was eating, which is, like, a no-no, but I was laughing so hard. And we got such positive comments from that vlog. So thank you guys for watching. We had such a fun day. Like, you can clearly see in the video of, like, oh, my God, I was on a good one that day. I was just, like, so happy.
Yeah, Food and Wine Festival is a vibe. All the entertainment at Disneyland right now is so much fun.
Yeah. Happy Mouse Vibes Monday, yeah.
What's up, Jordy? Thanks for being here, man.
What up, Selena? Happy Mouse Vibes Mondays and start of spring break for our youngest. Woo!
That's what's up. Happy spring break.
What up, John? Those neighbors sound booty. Yeah, they're awful. And, like, we keep saying we're going to switch rooms, but, like, we have this huge bed. I don't know how to... I'm not Bob the Builder. I don't know how to take a bed apart, so we have to wait for Nick's dad to help us. It's like a whole thing, so...
I mean, I just need help lifting it. It's like that IKEA thing where, you know, it's like one person with an X, two people, thumbs up.
My basketball season just ended. You should be focused. Sports and school, number one, and family.
I'm sure Jalen's just dropping buckets out there. Hope you had a great season, Jalen.
Yeah.
That's so cool, dude.
Get those bad vibes cleared from your neighbors.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Hey, Mouse Vibes, finally have a chance to come in here and vibe. Emils, we've missed you.
We missed you so much. We saw your crew at Disney the other, last week?
Yeah.
Stoked, but I wish you were there.
Go Nick at Universal, yeah.
I'm going to go. This week, I've been overdue for a Universal trip.
Yeah, you
way overdue.
You need to get there, babe.
I know. Get there while you can. I just feel like...
Get there.
You know when you go to, like, a park and it's super busy and I'm just looking at the wait times every day, I'm like... Yay, maybe tomorrow's the day. I don't know.
Also, you guys, we have 75 people watching. If you want to give us a like, we've had a new goal recently of the past 3 weeks and 100 likes during the live, which has happened. So fingers crossed for tonight.
Fingers crossed. It's for the 100 celebration. Cohesion.
Amanda, please, top 10 daily Super Nintendo World score in the chat. Woo! I saw your video on Twitter.
That's incredible.
She is the coin queen. Yeah.
Dang, you're the coin queen.
Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Walked past Hillary Duff yesterday at Toontown and my 8-year-old self freaked out. Oh my God, she seems like she's so nice and pretty in person.
Yeah, that's awesome. You saw Lizzie McGuire in the park.
Vanderpump's insane, right? It's so good. I'd rather Tequila Katie rage texting. Oh, I want Tequila Katie to come back and better than ever.
Carl's coming in hot on the chat. I love this. Here's Tequila Katie in there.
Ashley, or you can be like Teresa from Jersey. Namaste. Just don't throw anything like she does. I always, whenever like I say something to Nick and I'm like, you know, funny, laugh, ha ha.
Yeah.
New Jersey stand up.
Your husband's in the pool.
Your husband's in the pool. Loved Peter stirring up the hornet's nest on Twitter with his hot take about the Toontown tree. Who knew people... Oh my God, you guys, like... I say this all the time. I'm so happy you're not on Twitter. I've chilled on Twitter because it's, like, very hard for me to, like... Like, it's hard for me to not respond, so I've tried to, like, just be on Mouse Vibes Twitter and, like, ignore everybody. But... Oh, yeah. Peter literally was just like, the tree doesn't look like the concept art. And all these people were like, it's called concept art. And, like, lost it on him. It's like, homie, chill. It's a tree. It doesn't look that good. Everyone's allowed to take an L. They messed up the tree. It looks like they planted a dead tree. I thought it was going to be an Animal Kingdom tree. It's fine. People are
Disney does good trees usually.
Disney does great trees. And for Toontown, they put in a dead, crusty tree. We're allowed, like... Jeez.
Yeah, and over even like at Pirates, I know when they were redoing the queue for it, they had to rip up the old tree that was dying and plant a new one, and that was a big thing. People were like, you're gonna ruin the integrity. Tree looks great. This other one, Toontown, I haven't seen it in person yet. Hopefully, you need to grow up a little bit, grow some roots, if you will. I don't know.
People on Twitter, they went after him, so it's just like, dude, like we're allowed to critique things. That's why we have a live.
Yeah.
Yvette, howdy, happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Ash, did you see the new Pump Rules mid-season? I sure did, Yvette, and it's literally like...
I feel like we need to do a trailer reaction for every Vanderpump thing, because when Ashley watches those trailers come in, it's like me watching an Avengers trailer. I'm like, oh, the Easter eggs. And Ashley's like, did you see that?
It's just like, I wish,
so
like... I don't know if, like, enough of you guys care, but, like, I wish that, like, we had, like, a separate channel to talk about Bravo, which we used to. That's how Mouse Vibes started. Real Mouse Vibes, Real Housewives. But I, like, wish that, like, there was more... Like, I wish we could talk about it more.
I think we'll figure out a way to do it. We should.
Allie, haven't been in a while. Miss you. We miss you.
Thank you for being here, Allie. Appreciate it.
We're going to talk about Toontown. We have not been,
No.
But we're going to give our little 10-cent review on it.
Totally. We're going to do what everyone else does. Look at the internet and judge it.
One, elote all the way. The avocado one, I didn't like the texture of the salsa on it mixed with the frozen popsicle. I thought it was weird. I thought the elote one, all the textures meshed well together. It like none of it was jarring to me. It was good. I
would say the elote as well, but there's still like it's the same like consistency. I felt like for me, it was almost the same experience, just a little bit different taste.
Yeah. Hey Mouse Vibes, my B-Day this week and all I got was Bell's palsy. I'm still waiting for my B-Day wish of an Ordinary Adventures Mouse Vibes collab live stream. That would cheer me up. I'm so sorry to hear that, Vanessa, and I hope you have a good birthday and that you're filled with lots of love and good vibes surrounding you.
Yeah, have a happy birthday. Thank you so much, Vanessa. One day we'll do that live stream. One day.
I just downloaded the Disneyland app in preparation for my Disneyland trip next month, and it's so fun just to see the wait times. Oh my god, we check the wait times for Walt Disney World all the time.
Yes.
Or like 3 months leading into our Paris trip, I checked it nonstop.
It's good to check it out, though, and get a good lay of the land, because I feel like that's the other thing is you get the app, and you're like, oh my gosh, they've updated, and you have to figure out how to like get through and maneuver and where everything is located, so... Yeah. Lewis, I like that you're prepping yourself. You need to do that.
Can't wait to hear what you've both been doing this weekend. We will talk about it.
Yeah, lots to talk about.
Happy Mouse Vibes Monday. Time to sage those hallways from all the bad neighbor juju. Can't stay too long, unfortunately, but want to say hello. Danny,
Thanks, Danny.
Could imagine you are exhausted from Toontown yesterday, so I feel you.
Yeah, Danny was the king of Toontown yesterday. The video and Ordinary Adventures where you guys look like you had the best time, so stoked.
It's a real tree with cute decor representing the Fat Five. Yeah, I think once it grows, it's going to be good, but it's all like trees always look sad. But we can look at it as like remember the Charlie Brown Christmas tree? How like they just put a little bit of love into it and it was so beautiful. Like that's going to be the Toontown tree.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to grow into itself. I just also like seeing on opening day with just a herd of people and strollers, it like took away a little bit of that. So
yeah. Yeah, the strollers were like a controversy. Nick and I try not to discuss like too many things because we're not parents,
right? And
like so many of you guys are parents, so like our view on things are a bit different. But it did kind of stink from a childless person's perspective, seeing everybody the first few weeks that Mickey and Minnie's was open, like enjoy the grass, and it was just like grass, and we're frolicking in the fake grass, and now it's just strollers. But where else are they going to put the strollers?
I mean,
need a place to put strollers.
Yeah, before they're at like the base of Toontown, like right before you enter, like right between that wedge and Small World, and I feel like that was way worse.
Yeah,
that was way more of an eyesore. At least this is kind of tucked away in the back.
Yeah, but you need strollers take up a lot of space. Kids need strollers.
Yep. Parents need strollers.
So it's like, man, I don't know where it's gonna go. Lewis and Lewis Productions. What? It's from Housewives. Oh my God, here for a side channel. I always wondered about your Instagram. Yeah, my personal Instagram. I always. Do you want to put up my personal Instagram, babe?
Yeah. I don't have an ad for it.
Yeah, you do. In the beginning, you put up both of our Instagrams.
Oh, I do. Sorry.
If you guys want I always put up Bravo TV stuff on my personal Instagram. I don't know if like the Mouse Vibes Instagram is the right place for it, but yeah. I think we've said this story before, but Real Mouse Vibes started as a podcast, and we did 2 podcasts a week. We did one Bravo one and one Disney one. and that they was called the Real Mouse Vibes based off of the Real Housewives. And then, you know, as time went on, we discovered it's really hard to grow a niche with 2 niches. So we had to switch it just to Disney. But I am Bravo TV for life. And if we didn't have Mouse Vibes Mondays, I was Bachelor Nation for 10 years.
I got
Why
it.
are you laughing at me?
Because I love it. I love your enthusiasm for it. It's like the Monday lineup right now is the good lineup for her on Bravo. There's like down seasons, obviously. For me, one of my first editing jobs was like working on the first season of Vanderpump in Beverly Hills, so that's how I got into it as well. So
yeah,
funny. 10 years later.
We'll ponder on that. Like, I don't know where we can do this, but like, I want to talk about it.
Yeah. Like, will you take the handles down?
What, babe? Yeah. Oh, go for it. There
Cool.
we go. Oh my God, Carissa! We
Carissa!
were just talking about you. We were like, where's Carissa been?
She's in the chat now.
Yes.
Thanks for being here.
Okay, so the Toontown tree is a basic tree. Give it like 5 to 10 years and it'll be full. You walked right past it and don't realize it's Walt's tree.
Aw. It's on a 10-year plan. Like most of us, like me.
Brian Bautista. Hey, Nick and Ash. The fam and I are going to Super Nintendo World next week. Any good tips? Also heard the power bands are more worth it than the MagicBand Plus, which Disney can learn from that. Oof.
Lots of unpacking this one. I like that, Brian.
One, yeah, the power-up bands are 50,000 times better than the MagicBand Plus on the West Coast.
There's much better.
Much better.
Yeah, it's easier to set up. You don't have to charge it. I feel like there's more functions really with it.
Yeah. Our tip, Brian, if you have the budget, invest in the early access, like Express to Super Nintendo World, because that's going to buy you some time before the general public gets in there. It is still spring break right now, so the Universal crowds are a bit insane. I know it sucks with the economy and the way everything is right now, and I hope we're not jerks when we always suggest Express, but Express is just, it's worth it, especially during this time at Universal. You're going to get access to every ride at least one time, and you're going to be able to go into Super Nintendo World.
Mm-hmm. If I'm going to flip it on that and go budget on this, just get there early. Get there at rope drop. If you're trying to get a virtual queue into the land and you're not able to do that, there's actually a kiosk on the bottom lot next to Transformers that anytime I haven't been able to get it on my phone, you can walk right over there and usually get into the land. So that's kind of a tip. Just bring your patience, have fun. You're going to have a great time. There's a lot to see there. You're going to have a great time. The kids are going to love it.
Just get there early. Try to eat at Toonstools Cafe early as well and get on the list for that because that will fill up and the food is really fire. But the power bands are really, really fun. And then when you register in the app, you can see the screen in there and see like if you're, getting a high score or whatever, but it's really interactive and you guys are going to have a good time.
Yeah, maybe also just download the Universal app and peruse through the Super Nintendo World section. There's a tab within there and just kind of like scroll through it, be able to like utilize where everything is. So kind of when you get down the lower lot, at least with me, I don't have AT&T or Verizon, I have T-Mobile, and anytime I get into that lot and a lot of people are playing, my phone is like terrible. So don't get yourself in that situation.
Yeah. I always feel like a jerk when I suggest Express, but it's like with Universal particular, like especially if you're just going to be there for one day, like it is worth the investment. Like when his family came out, they all got Express, and wasn't your uncle just like, yo? Because the lines were atrocious.
Yeah, it's like the price point is so high that most people don't get it, so you really get value for it.
My sister's in the chat, the thumbnail. Yeah. I thought it was funny, and I had a bunch of people message me. They're like, oh my God, is that you? And I'm like, it is, but it's Photoshop, boo. Don't worry.
Yeah, Ashley came up with the idea, and I just executed it.
Laura Besser, love watching Mouse Vibes making margaritas. Looks so fun. 5 vibes. Counting the days for our first DCA Food and Wine. Ooh.
Yes, Laura.
You're gonna have
it was
so
a
much
blast.
Fun. As a parent, I hope they make those strollers go somewhere else. Having that grass is actually run around would be wonderful. Yeah,
see, there you go.
Like I thought that grass, like, in the concept art, don't come for me, Twitter psychos, but like in the concept art, it wasn't stroller city. It was children playing with grass and feeling grass and having a picnic and whatnot. And then now it's just like stroller parking. So
I love that you're like referring to like the the concept art, because like the concept art for like Avengers Campus was like people running around and being superheroes, and instead it's like huge lines to meet people, which that makes sense.
I love you so much, but you're peeing me off right now because here's the difference, boo. the general public, when they look at the concept art for Avengers Campus, they know that Thor's not flying with his hammer. But the general public, when they see the grass, they know that grass is a realistic thing to want. Two different things.
Yeah, but they want to play in it, and there's a stroller there.
Yeah. You've been a little needy all day, and I'm
Still writing off the birthday thing, you know what I mean?
Thanks, Melissa. We need a behind the scenes something about your backgrounds, new to the channel followers. Oh.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah. I always get like worried about like, just because, I don't know. But maybe. Wait, Ash, is your last name really Hollaback?
She gets that more than you'd think. How many times a week do you get
Oh
that?
my god, I was working an event last week, and one of these guys was like, "Oh my god, I know you," and I was like, "You do?" And he's like, "Yeah." Like, is your last name Hollaback? I was like, "It's not," but that's my name on social media. I thought that was so funny. Yes, that's the roots of Mouse Vibes. So I'm glad. Like, I forget that people don't know because we get new people weekly. But yeah, that's the roots of Mouse Vibes. And it was strictly a podcast. Like, I did not want to be on video.
No, my gosh. It was a whole thing.
I did not want to be on video.
And I'll give you, people who are wanting to make, like, YouTube and stuff like that, don't make your name off of, like, a play on words. Because, like, any time I would tell anyone what our name was, I was like, it's The Real Mouse Vibes. YouTube does not know anything about that, so they would just autocorrect to Housewives. So, like, we wouldn't get any views. And it was like this epiphany, like, maybe we should change the name.
Yeah, and that's why we changed it to just Mouse Vibes. But then on social media, there's like an Etsy shop called Mouse Vibes, and they wouldn't give me the handle. So it's Real Mouse Vibes on social, because we're the real ones. Yeah. And then Mouse Vibes on YouTube. But yeah, that's the origin story. Nick and I are Bravo stans. Yeah. Another thing that we bonded over when we first met, he's actually the one who introduced me to Vanderpump Rules. And he's like, you don't watch Pump Rules? And I'm like, no. And he's like, it's arguably the best television in the world. And then we binged like a bunch of it together.
It's on Peacock, guys. Go check it out.
Yeah. Amanda, please. We did the early access for Super Nintendo World, and it was so worth it. Yes. I'm so glad I took y'all's advice on getting the band and getting there early because I had the best time. Boom. Yes, queen!
I'm glad.
I know. I'm better that than like, you jerks, we paid for this and ga. So I'm glad you have a good time. Laura, Express is a necessity, makes for a way better experience. I agree.
Yeah, that's the cheat code to any theme park is paying money.
Carissa, I'm glad you had a safe move, but we're going to miss you out here.
Oh, we are.
Total Express is the best. Yeah. I have an upcoming trip to Universal on Thursday, and I was wondering if you still have to make a reservation to get in the park.
No, you don't. You don't have to do that. Just show up, have a good time.
Yeah.
You do have to do a virtual queue, though, for Super Nintendo World, though. So get your phone out for that.
Yo, guys, did Express yesterday at Universal. It's the only way to go on a busy day. Super Nintendo World was completely amazing. The ride was better than expected.
Nick, that is awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. That ride is a lot of fun. It's definitely better than I thought as well. Express is the cheat code on those days.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
We got the Pew 2. Finally not busy on Mouse Vibes Mondays. Let's go. Oh my god, your guys' we saw a video with your dog, and your dog, your dogs are ginormously cute.
Oh my god.
They're like literally.
And so well behaved.
They're so well behaved and trained, unlike our little moo in the living room.
I've been watching all of your videos, your thumbnails. You guys are crushing it. Thank you for having a little time to hang out because you guys have been doing so much.
We love you guys.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Brian.
Oh, thanks, Brian.
Thanks for the tips. We appreciate it. Really excited to go. Hope to see you all at the parks one day.
Yeah. Let's make that happen.
A mushroom for you. Hopefully it'll be eaten.
Here we go.
This mushroom in Super Nintendo World on Thursday.
Get so much of that.
Yeah. Solo City. I'm here for the vibes, bro. Yeah.
Vibes.
Breezy West. Hey, Nick and Ashley. I fell asleep and almost missed it again. How are you guys doing?
Oh.
We're good. We're just a bit sleep deprived.
Yeah, the time change.
The time change. Like, I was on my shiz the past 2 months. Like, I was getting up early. I was going to spin, walking Elliot on long walks, and now I'm just like back to being tired and crusty. And I need to get it together.
You're not crusty. You're awesome.
I'm tired though. Your mom's in the chat.
And she gave us a pink waving hand.
Yes.
Thanks, Mom. Thanks for being here. All right, we've been hanging out for a little bit. Is it that time?
It's that time.
Let's do it.
Ashley's Pick of the Week.
Okay, so this week I wanted to highlight Look Who's Blogging. Our friend Tony Wang and his kids do a bunch of travel, experience, and Knott's videos. And we enjoyed their Knott's Boysenberry Festival opening weekend so much. His kids had the most thoughtful reviews, and the little one was so stinking cute, and they interviewed all the Knott's ambassadors and the staff and everything, and the video was just wholesome fun for the whole family.
It's it's probably my favorite Boysenberry video of this year I've seen so far. And they're real ambassadors of Knott's. They've been doing it for years. The first few videos I've ever seen from Knott's were these kids, and now they're growing up in videos. I feel like the oldest became a man over the last video. I'm like, whoa. But they do a lot of stuff, not only at Knott's, but they discover everything in Southern California state parks, and they do travel stuff. So go check them out. They're great people, and they do a great job.
Yeah, it's Look Who's Blogging on YouTube.
And Instagram.
They're so much fun. Tony's great, and we love being ambassadors with them. But go watch this video. It was just super cute.
They do a great job, and the editing is good. They're just awesome. They've been doing it forever. These kids have basically their whole life is on the internet.
Yeah.
I've watched them grow up, so you got 14 years of back catalog to catch up on. But congratulations, guys. We're stoked to have you guys as the Ashley's Pick of the Week.
Woo!
And we'll see you in the parks.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like this one. Is it polar seltzer time? It actually is. Keeping the fridge full. This is the raspberry lime. Gotta love it. It's a family product. Small business.
Wait. That would be the smart thing to do, huh, Chris? So let me get that in the chat right now. There we go. Boom. Okay.
You got it in there?
Yes. There we go. I just put Look Who's Blogging's link in the chat. And speaking of another shout out that I want to give, I got these hats sent to me from Bobby Pins Co. It's a Filipina-owned small shop. We love them. They've sent us pins and earrings before, but this hat is super cute. And Angelica also sent us, if you can dream it, you can do it, with Walt Disney on the back. Just super cute. She sent us such a lovely note. To Nick and Ashley, hope you love these hats. Keep up the great work. Love your channel. Love, Angelica. Aww. I'm going to drop her IG in the chat just because her stuff is adorable. Check it out.
The quality of all her products are amazing. I just love her designs as well. So thank you so much for lacing this up. I can't wait to sport these hats.
Yeah. And thanks for subscribing to Look Who's Blogging. You'll enjoy their content. They deserve all the shine. They're so much fun.
Yeah. And I just love representing other Asian community, vloggers. I just don't see very many of that in the theme park. So it's cool.
Yes.
Kidder. This is a good one.
Pro tip to all your watchers tonight going to Super Nintendo World soon. You can book online for Toadstool Cafe and pick your time before you enter the park via the Universal app. Have some patience with return line.
Kidder would know. He's the man. This is a great tip. If you want to do Toadstool's Cafe, I feel like this is the only way to really reserve your time without stress. So thank you so much for that, Kidder.
Yes. I don't know what that was spitting hot fire. But that, Yeah.
Here we go from Lewis and Lewis. Do you have a Toontown or Knott's video coming for us next? Yes, we do. We have a Boysenberry video. This is a great transition. Yeah. Thank you so much. We have a Boysenberry Festival video coming out tomorrow. And basically we did the road less traveled. We took a different approach to it. Every year we get the food tabs and try all the different foods. We did something completely different. So you want to check it out and see the other side of the coin. Yeah.
Can we say what we did, or do you want it to be a surprise?
What do you think?
I think we should say it.
Say it. Go for it.
Okay, so Knott's introduced this new boysenberry brunch this year. And it's not new, but it's a boysenberry brunch. It's super fun. It's on Saturdays and Sundays up until April 16th for the duration of Knott's Boysenberry Festival. And it's unlimited boysenberry mimosa brunch. We went to experience it. We had a really good time. Those boysenberry mimosas were way better than I thought they were going to be. I thought it was going to be like when you go get mimosas and it's all juice and you're like, this is disgusting. They were pretty poppin'.
I've had a mimosa flight recently that was not great at another theme park. This was really, really good. And it was Vegas-style brunch. Huge banquet rooms full of food, mostly boysenberry items. I think there was 18 different boysenberry items in there. They had a carvery section where you can get prime rib, a custom omelet station. So it was actually really, really high end. I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was really good. And you guys, we're not, what am I trying to say about it? We understand that the price point with the boysenberry brunch is a bit more than expected this year because it includes unlimited mimosas. So we realize that. We opted to do the brunch instead of the tasting tabs because it's about $12 more than the tasting cards. But you guys will see our experience. And if you guys do think of doing the brunch, a lot of what's in the festival you can actually get at the brunch as well. So,
and similar to what we were talking about with Express, it's the same situation. You go into a brunch situation, you don't have to wait in line after that. It's like everything is given to you.
We didn't have to wait in line. We had unlimited filled up mimosas the entire time. There was no time limit, so you were able to go back and eat as much as you want. We had prime rib. There was an omelet station. There was taquitos and enchiladas, boysenberry meatballs. Like, you'll see it in the video. Sorry, but it's
we're giving away.
Sorry.
Go watch the video.
But yeah, Anat's video comes out, and then Lewis and Lewis, we'll get to Toontown eventually. We'll get there eventually. And, you know, just like our Magic Happens video was 3 weeks late, our Toontown video will be late too.
If you want to watch an awesome opening day of it, though, go to Ordinary Adventures. They have, like, our buddy Danny in it, and they did a great job of covering the park.
Yeah. What up, Liz? Yes.
Thank you for being here, Liz. Appreciate it.
Laura, what's your favorite park land currently? Toontown clears out Fantasyland.
What's your favorite park land currently? It's the same answer every year for me. New Orleans Square. I love New Orleans Square so much. Pirates Haunted Mansion combo, and they have the Blue Bayou in there.
Ooh.
It's pretty good. And then with Tiana's Palace place coming in there, and that's going to be part of it, right? The Bayou and all that? Yeah. New Orleans Square.
I would say Pandora at Animal Kingdom.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Which I'm like not an Avatar person, but that land is fire, bro.
And only at nighttime, Galaxy's Edge.
Laura Lee, it was nice meeting you on Saturday at Knott's. You two have so much fun energy. Oh my god, it was so nice meeting all of you guys. Thanks for being awesome.
Yeah, such positive energy right when we walked in the park. That was a great way to start our day.
I love, like, she's like, mouse vibes. I'm like, oh my god, that's so sweet. Mad props. Happy Monday, Nick and Ashley. Happy Monday to you. Jordan, prime rib and custom omelet station. Oh, that omelet. I've never had pickled jalapenos in my omelet. And I was just like, just throw all of that in there. And that was...
It was so good.
God, I love jalapenos.
Jordan, by the way, I think you were on a trip. I'm happy you made it back. Were you in, I think, Japan?
I think he was in Japan, yeah.
Your photos looked incredible. I wasn't sure if it was like from an old trip, but incredible. I'm glad you're back.
Dude, like how you get so many cool outfits on an international trip. Like, I'm not a fashion queen. Like, my outfits aren't really on point, but my makeup and hair is usually on point. But with you, your makeup, hair, fashion, bag, everything. I'm like, God, how do you do that?
He's suited and booted everywhere.
You're suited and booted. Have you ever covered or think about going to SeaWorld San Diego? No, we talked about this last week. We're just not SeaWorld people. We went once and we didn't like it. We don't want to go back. LG Albert. Hey, Mouse Vibes. Got some news for you. We got told that in the next month, new merch is coming to Super Nintendo World, like at Walking Mario from Universal Studios Japan.
Oh, that toy's awesome. That's amazing. Yeah, they have this figure that walks.
How much is it?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I didn't check the price. I just saw it on like a reel and I was like, oh my god.
The new sweater, the blue cardigan sweater with Super Nintendo World logo on it is so good. They're
going to, I feel like, keep rolling out new merch.
Yeah.
Which is great. We need more of that.
I love a buffet. Oh, me too.
Right? And that's the other thing. This is the first buffet I've had in like a few years, obviously. And I was kind of worried about like the cleanliness and all of that stuff. It was great. It was a great experience.
Yeah, yeah. Cars Land's perfect.
Yes.
Cars Land's a perfect land.
That is true.
Yes, no, Monte Cristo. Yes, Monte Cristo. But sometimes it's greasy. Sometimes if you get a bad batch... Sorry,
that's like the
you know
one...
how weird I am about
That's like
that.
the one food item at Disneyland that keeps getting smaller and smaller and more expensive that I still am like, take my money. It's so good.
Dude,
I love that.
So, when we first, like 7 years ago, when we started dating, the Monte Cristo was this big. And the last time we went, it was like a bite size, but more expensive.
I get it.
Galaxy's Edge, everything else. Yes!
Peter is like the most on brand. I love it. It is your perfect land.
Happy Monday, everyone. What's up?
What's up?
Has Toontown been reopening after fireworks since the redo?
think it depends on the night.
Yeah, I think it depends on the night. We honestly have not been to witness that. It did open the opening night, but we couldn't go back. So it was
And like that situation, basically the ride had been going down, so they decided to call it for the evening. They're like, all right, we're not going to let it open. But I haven't seen anything since it opened yesterday about it. I'm sure someone's made a video.
Did I hear they added something new to Indiana?
They gave it some much needed TLC. The lighting package throughout the entire ride looks incredible. And I heard they fixed a few small areas that were basically projections or effects that stopped working years ago or maybe never ever worked. Like the falling rat has now been replaced. So I'm excited to go see it. I feel like that's like the perfect type of ride we're talking about. Where like indie is so good, but just to enhance it a little bit to bring it to this generation, like a good lighting package fixes everything.
Yeah. Not a SeaWorld person, so I get that. 1010 SeaWorld. Yeah, I think we said it last week. We went to their Christmas event a few years ago, and like the roller coasters were so fun, but it like bothered me that they were selling so many fish. They were selling so much fish there, and I was just like,
yeah, the special was fish tacos inside SeaWorld. I was like, I don't know about that.
Which, like, I sound like a hypocrite right now because in Animal Kingdom do they have cows and beef?
Yeah, but it's not next to the fish tank.
Like,
I have to look at
it was weird, and then sorry, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it. What sealed the deal that time was I saw a food worker dig for gold and not wash their hands and then serve food, and I was like, we should go home. Yep. Anyway, so
if you want to watch that video, it's on
the only thing that saved us was the cocktails. They had bomb cocktails
down
there. And that ride was cool, but yeah.
Manta tea or whatever.
Anyway, we're not SeaWorld people. Okay. Random question, but I'm so interested to know your answers. If you can change one thing about Disneyland DCA, it can literally be anything. What would you do?
Oh, this is a great one. I want you to go first.
I'm going to sound like this is such an Ashley answer. I want more walk-up bars at DCA like they have at Hollywood Studios. I hate that the only thing you can get at DCA cocktail-wise is a sugary pre-made cockabooty drink. It bothers me. That's my favorite thing about Walt Disney World. It's like you can just go up and be like, I want a shot of tequila, or I want a tequila soda, and I don't want to indulge in 80,000 grams of sugar with a coca drink. That's what I would do for DC. I'd give it more Epcot-y Hollywood Studios vibes.
Good answer.
That's not a good answer. Don't judge me.
It's an easy answer. Fix Tomorrowland. Fix the People Mover. For me. That's all I got to say about that.
Really? That wasn't what I'd expect your answer to be.
Oh, man. What did you think I would say?
I don't know.
I'm like, I love Tomorrowland. I want it to be awesome again.
Yeah, it's...
like,
make Tomorrowland. We should sell those shirts. Make Tomorrowland awesome again. There are 2 new things in Indiana. One replacing the rat projection, another in place said nothing before. Yeah, Perfect. We haven't been, but we'll probably go do a video, which we're real excited. Like, Indiana Jones is one of my favorite rides, and I had a whole outfit prepared that I haven't worn.
Mm-hmm. I really love Short Round, so perfect. I'm a Temple of Doom guy.
My Monte Cristo was huge, and I really didn't love it.
Really?
Wow. I've never heard anybody not like it. I hope Indy makes it where we don't lose our phone so easily. Oh, my God. Oh. I am the problem. I keep buying the vodka lemonades at Cars Land, keeping them... Yeah, it's just all like, I don't know. I want... You know, we like to turn up, and I just like would love to not inhale 1,000 grams of sugar when I want to have a cocktail at a park. I would love to just order what I want to order. That's what I love about like our favorite little bar with Ron the bartender.
The Brown Derby.
Literally, I just go up
Brown
and I'm
Derby
like,
Lounge. Yeah.
Hey Ron, I want a Cadillac margarita and pop some soda water in there, and boom, and it's like exactly what I want. And then here it's like, can I get a reservation at Lamplight? It's like such a pain in my derriere. Yeah. It bothers me.
It does.
I know I sound very dumb saying
that. And I'm there to put out the fire when it happens. I'm like, just come this way.
Target shirts, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, Blakely, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Blakely. Appreciate it.
Mine would be finish Avengers Campus, e-ticket
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That is
a good one.
Dang it. Go up to this one. From Kidder.
Oh, amen. We need a baseline tap house at DCA. I kind of feel the San Francisco Beer Garden isn't going to cut it. Kidder, I feel the same way. I just feel like DCA has not mastered adult beverages. Aside from Carthay Circle, where you can order an actual cocktail, and my favorite drink of all time, the Tequila Daisy. But like when I drink the Tequila Daisy, it doesn't feel like sugar smacked me in the face. Like I agree with this, and like I want to have all the faith in the world, but I just don't think that the beer garden is going to cut it. I agree with you.
Yeah, and looking at, like, I know we're going back to the word concept art again. Look more like a window to order your beer. There was a lack of garden represented in that concept. Like, when I think beer garden, it's like a place to, like, sit and grab multiple different vendors, right?
Yeah, where you have, like, benches and, like, stuff where you can, like, go chat with your friends while you have a beer.
And, like, obviously, I don't think that's going to happen. They're really, like, tight on space as there is right over there. So I don't know if that's really going to happen. It's more of a window to grab your beer from mobile order.
Yeah. Ashley should dress as Indy and Nick as Short Round.
Come on, man. Peter, you know where we're going with this.
Hard agree on both. Total turn up on those DCA ones. Yeah, I just, like, I feel like, you know, it's so funny because when you, as a consumer, when I go to Walt Disney World, it feels like the turn up park because it's a vacation for me. I don't know how DCA feels from people that live out of state. Like, to me, I would guess it's not a turn up park because it just doesn't have those vibes. And like, I feel like Disneyland California is so conservative, where Walt Disney World's very like, yo, let's party. And I wish it was more party vibes over here.
Especially at Universal Orlando, like right when you walk in, there's like a cart of people like, come on in and get a drink. It's like, it's 8:30.
Dude, in our one of our I say this about a lot of our videos, but one of my favorite videos we've ever done was when Nick and I went to Islands of Adventure for the very first time ever, and like the whole video, it's like that park is so old, and the whole video, him and I are like, oh my god, and I'm sure people watching it were like, lady, we've literally known this for 20 years, but in the beginning of that video, it's like 8:30 in the morning, and a guy comes up to Nick and was like, you want a Modelo? And it's so funny because, like, that's Florida. What they lack in, you know, women's rights, they make up for. Like,
they got great cues, and they serve alcohol really early.
Agreed. Tomorrowland lacks a futuristic vibe.
I just want it to be more, I just want the people mover. I'm tired of the Band-Aid of, like, oh yeah, this ride used to run 24 years ago. Like, really?
It's not, it's Yesterland.
Yeah, just fix it.
I've never had the Tequila Daisy from Carthay. Need to try it sometimes. I posted a reel on Instagram asking everybody what their favorite drink is. And a bunch of people said there's a double pear martini at Carthay. So
we'll have to take a look at that.
My fam and I usually get lit at Ballast Point and walk into Disneyland.
When's the next family trip? When are we going, Amanda?
Why don't they sell adult beverages at Disneyland besides Oga's Cantina?
That's a good call.
Because that's not what Walt would have wanted, even though Walt always had a whiskey and a cigar in his mouth. But I don't know.
Hey, you know what? You can actually also get inside Blue Bayou. You have to pay a lot to get it, but you can also get at the Blue Bayou.
But it's sugar.
They got beers and hurricanes. I thought you said hurricane season's
Season's
over.
Just bulldoze web slingers and make Spider-Man a turn-up ride, easy clap. Yeah. I mean, but web slingers, I've said this so many times, I get why it's there. It's an attraction that eats up people and for all ages, but that's not an e-ticket to me. So, let's get a Drinks Around DCA video where you guys rate all the drinks. We would definitely have to shoot that over a couple weeks.
Or let's get a group
of
people. Or
get a group of people.
Yeah. We have an idea of drinking around the pier. Like, we had t-shirts not made for us specifically, but Lost Bros made a t-shirt for California Adventure, and it's drinking around the pier, and it shows every location. Some are made up, some are real, where you can actually get a drink, so.
I often go to DCA when the Disneyland crowds feel overwhelming. The wider walkways are really helpful. Yeah, DCA, totally. I like DCA more than Disneyland. I know that's very controversial, don't come for me, but I agree, and like especially like you really feel this comment, Corey, during Festival of Holidays when you compare the crowds on Main Street and then coming over to Festival of Holidays. Like the wide walkways are a game changer at DCA.
And it used to be like even more lopsided where I felt like DC was more empty. I feel like it's kind of been getting more popular, like just as popular as Disneyland.
I'm late, but I'm here. Happy Monday. Woo!
Now we can start. What's up, Abby? Thank you for being here.
If I went to Walt Disney World, I would just be busy drinking around the world. Yeah, it's super fun. Not every country has great cocktails, but...
That's open to your interpretation.
Yeah.
Leave it up to anything. You'll find something there you will like, though.
Yes.
All right. Okay, let's kind of get into it. I feel like we were kind of already talking about Disneyland, so we can head right into that, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's go into Disneyland. Like we were saying, Indiana Jones reopened on Friday. Toontown refurbishment 2.0 opened up on Sunday. And I believe Grizzly Peak also opened back up this week. These are rides that have basically been refreshed every once in a while. And Toontown seeing the biggest refreshment. Like, what did you think of Toontown as a whole? Going over everything, the land reopening, Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway, the re-theme of Roger Rabbit. What are your thoughts?
So I feel kind of like a jerk saying my thoughts because I haven't been on Mickey and Minnie's yet. We have not been able to get on.
But you've been on Mickey and Minnie's.
I've been on the one. I thought that's a great addition, even though I don't like that there's two of the same rides in domestic parks. But from watching on the internet, I have not experienced it myself, you guys. Toontown, it just looked like a mini facelift. It was nothing to like write home about. And the thing that kind of blew my mind, for some reason I had it ingrained in my mind that they were gonna create MagicBand touch points. Like I thought that in the description of the new Toontown, they were gonna say there's like sensory stuff and da-da-da for little kids. And I thought for some reason there were gonna be some sort of MagicBand touch points, and there wasn't. And that kind of tripped me out.
Yeah, it seemed like it would be a pretty easy layup for that, just because the original Toontown had so many places where you can hit buttons or turn doorknobs or pull levers and you would get some type of animation or a reaction or noise or something. I thought that would have been like a really cool way to bring it to this generation and all kids could play with, especially if we're talking about the sensory or like kids with mobile impairments would be able to experience the land at the same capacity. Mm-hmm. So I agree with that.
Well, also for Disney, and they're a corporation, and their number one thing is to make money, okay? That would have been a better incentive to buy MagicBand Plus. Like, can I say something mean?
I mean, it's not, at least if it's not directed towards me, sure.
The MagicBand Plus at Disneyland is pointless, and it's a money grab, and I hate it. It's silly. Okay.
I think at this point we could say that all we've really seen with it in like the 2 years that it's been around at Walt Disney World, now Disneyland, is like it can get you into the park, it buzzes during a show, and you can wave it at stagnant figures or a medallion in Disneyland's case, and it might go off.
Yeah, I think it's for people that are visiting. When we go to Walt Disney World, my MagicBand, I love it. The statues talk to me. I put my phone, or what is it, the key for the room on it, and my credit card and everything. But here, I think the only thing that it's good for is literally just scanning you in, because everybody knows the service is booty getting to Disneyland and the app is faulty. But like, I thought there was going to be more in Toontown.
Totally. And I thought, we were actually able to get security footage of a meeting that went down a couple years ago. So we were able to hack into this and find out what's going on with the merchandise.
This is secret footage, you guys. So please don't screen record or share this. This is just for us, okay?
Yeah. It might get flagged, though.
And we can charge anything we want, $2,000 a day, $10,000 a day, and people will pay it. And then there's the merchandise. And I can personally...
Donald, this park was not built to cater only for the super rich. Everyone in the world has the right to enjoy these animals.
Sure, they will. I mean, what, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Real stuff, guys.
I can't believe we got a secret camera in that board meeting.
And did you see the timing of that? February 20th, 2020.
Did you see Joe Rohde's face when he was just like, what are you guys doing?
And you wonder why he left. Just kidding. No expense.
Yeah, no expense. Glad you guys liked that. But that was a in-depth look into the board meeting when they were going over the super secret stuff. So please don't share that with anybody. But yeah, money grab, MagicBand Plus.
Honestly, I will give a couple positive, and I don't want to sound negative because anything new at the Disneyland Resort is something to be happy about. Toontown is celebrating its 30th year anniversary, and it's kind of crazy to see the transformation. Like, they basically kept it the same for 30 years, so I'm glad that they were able to give it a little bit of a facelift. If they would have kept that land the same way, I would have been like, bulldoze it and make it more for Galaxy's Edge, but putting Mickey and Minnie there, having all the tunes out there, that was cool.
Yeah, it deserved a facelift, but I just thought it was going to be more. But like, as we've all seen, you guys, anytime a land puts out concept art, we get maybe 70% of what it is. And that's just life. Budget cuts, whatever. Why are you giggling?
Because, random recess. I heard they serve Chilean sea bass. Good comment. Sorry, keep going.
But yeah, I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that. Nick worked hard on that little clip. But no, I just thought there would be more. But like, I'm excited to go experience it, whatever. And I realize Toontown is for children. It's not made for me, but I'm excited to go do a meet and greet. Even though the presentation on the floppy pizza looked like it was from an Idaho State Fair with grease, I still want to try that because it looked fire. The little sipper looks cool.
At least the name was on point. Like, it wasn't just a clever name. It really was a floppy pizza. Like, you got what you ordered, right?
Yeah, it looked delicious. It's just like the presentation was so sad. It was just like, here's a piece of tissue with grease on it. It's like, I thought maybe it'd be like a cute little like daisy plate or like, I don't know, just like not a thin tissue.
Yeah, note to self, don't use that as a descriptive word.
Yeah, but the food looked fire. Like that hot dog looks really good. So yeah.
Read this one from Carlos. This is good.
I think the cool thing Toontown has had that the characters are always roaming. Like I just appreciated being able to see them close by and know my kid gets a kick out of it.
Yes.
Absolutely. That was something cool. And I think once the hype dies down a bit and it's not so congested, it'll be even better. But I think that is cool. And like the concept of going to Mickey's house is dope for kids, for adults. I got to go to Mickey's house. Mm-hmm. Mickey waved at me outside of his house. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah, and he's got like a special outfit on in there compared to the one out front.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. And I love the new art style. I know a lot of people don't like it. I personally love the new art style. My only gripe with all of it is why are they putting Pluto in the trunk and like abusing Pluto? It like really hurts my feelings. Like
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway.
On Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Like
yeah.
I would never put Elliot in the trunk. I would never shove him in a picnic basket, and I would never be mean to him. And like Mickey and Minnie are so rude to Pluto, and it's like not cool.
That's all she has to say. And the other thing, I saw Pete was the new addition for a character walking around, which is cool. Where does Pete live in Toontown? Does he just get like a day pass to come visit? Is he part of the HOA? Where does Pete come from?
Maybe he helps maintenance the homes, like plumbing and stuff.
Man, Pete's the plumber, the PP. I don't know. Here we go. The floppy pizza looks good.
Dude, it did look good. Like it was like an open calzone. Like, and I was a huge fan of calzones growing up. I still love. What do you mean growing up? I love calzones.
I like a good calzone right now.
I love calzones.
Here you go. Bring it up, bring it up.
Okay, but I got some power lines and they're delish. Oof, they looked good.
Yeah. Oh, Kidder. Kidder coming in hot.
All the food looked bad, and I'm not sure I trust OA food reviews after that drink review from DCA Food and Wine, just saying.
Shots fired, man. Wow.
Oh my God.
First off, their food reviews are amazing. Everyone knows it. 2, when you see Kitcher give anything under a 5, it's probably not good.
Yeah.
Words to the wise.
Yeah.
Here we go from Krista Hart.
I'm so in love with the new art style.
Me too.
Yeah, it's awesome. I love the new art style.
Yeah, it's good. Here we go for my list, Ash.
The hub is the best part. My friends and I actually did the slide and all the kid activities in the playground. YOLO.
What?
Ooh, I want to do that.
That's cool.
YOLO. I love YOLO. It would be cool if they make Toontown like how it was depicted in Epic Mickey the Game.
Oh, that would be a lot of fun. I like that it's a little bit of everything. And again, my only reference of looking at Toontown again is Instagram photos that got flooded yesterday in Ordinary Adventures videos. They actually put out a bunch of different like Easter eggs right when you walk into the land. So it's like part of the gaming world, part of like Duckburg, all these different towns from different platforms all into one. So there is some thought into it.
Yeah. I'm excited. I saw that they have a different type of Chubby bag. When we were at Walt Disney World, I bought the Chubby Loungefly and I'm excited to wear it.
Yeah.
But not the Chubby fluffy one. Yeah.
Here's a good one from Kitcha.
You're right. Don't trust our reviews, kid.
You hear that, Kidder? Just Kidder only. Everyone else,
oh my God.
Don't listen to that. Here we go from Breezy Ash.
Oh my God, I was literally saying that too. I was so upset seeing them be so mean to Pluto. It bothered me. Yeah, it was just like, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm reading too into it. But like, I just like, kids seeing that. And then kids would be like, let's put little Timmy Dog in the trunk. Like, I would be pissed.
Yeah, totally. Don't do
like,
that.
Elliot would like, he sits on my lap and he gets blueberry facials at the doggy spot. Like, I would never put my dog in the trunk.
Hold on. Carlos must have pulled up Pete's LinkedIn because he said Pete lives in Spoonerville. He works at Toontown. He's their maintenance guy.
I was right! He's their maintenance guy.
Here's the real question. Do you think Pete parks over at Mickey and Friends, or does he use the hack of parking at Toy Story?
I hate you so much. By the way, you guys, we have 77 likes and we're on the path to 100. So if you want to give this video a like, please do, but if not, no worries.
Oh, here's a good one from Jen Ash.
I'm excited for Toontown taking my 1-year-old this summer. Definitely about the experience. The floppy pizza's a no for me, dog.
When you go full Randy Jackson on it, don't get it.
So no, I'm excited to try the floppy pizza and the hot dog. We definitely have to share that because that was a big dog. But not as big as the Universal dog.
That's true. Why did I get emotional seeing Max and Goofy family portraits?
Because they were so cute.
Yeah, how funny is it? Doesn't it feel like it's like the Step Brothers movie cover? Like they looked as like the awkward family photo?
Yeah.
They did a good job on it. Oh my God, Ben's here!
Loved Cap and EO, and I don't know if the rocket rods were a facelift or just removal. I missed those. I also missed the Anaheim Ducks at DCA. I would go in my Arizona Coyotes jersey and chirp the players.
Ben is a vibe, always wearing Arizona jerseys, always chirping. I love that.
And he always drops some like great comments.
Yeah, love Cap and EO for sure. All these are good. We're going to get right into this in just a little bit, Ben. Here we go from Mason Gonzo.
The part I love most about the new Toontown is just how much cleaner, more appealing, and new it looks. Yeah, yes. And that was the issue with the last Toontown is, you know, the sun washed away so much of the paint that it was all kind of the same tone. It was dated, and I haven't been yet, but I would imagine it looks really, really good.
Well, it was like that, and like they let so many moving parts of the land just like stop. When they stopped working, they never fixed them. Yeah. Like the red trolley cart, the ball pit of despair in the back. Mm-hmm. Like there's so many little things that just they never got working. And the gas station, like only one of the fish would.
Yeah.
So it was definitely time for it. They definitely let it ride till the wheels were about to fall off, for sure.
Like they did with Splash Mountain here.
Ooh. Going right into that. Good one, Kidder. Thank you for this.
Is anyone on Splash Mountain Shutdown watch yet? When are we thinking it's going to close? Before or after Memorial Day? Okay, so Nick...
I love this. Good job, Kidder.
A couple people have like said to us, they're like, oh my God, they're going to close it next week. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I personally think Disney will announce it. You know that the weirdo Splash Mountain creepy people are going to be like, you're not going to let me say goodbye to my beloved mountain. Like, they can't just close it. And that ride does mean, for other reasons, means a lot to people. And I don't see Disneyland just like shutting it down. I think they're going to announce a date like they did in Orlando. And they're going to let go people have their like last hoorah on it. And like put some respect on Tony Baxter's name. You know, like he put a lot of TLC into that as well. And I'm sure they're not just going to be like, hey, tomorrow at 5, it's closing down. Right?
I mean, I'm not too sure about that. I just know right now, like, the park is busy. You're going to need, like, rides for people to go on. And even, like, last week I was talking to Kidder about this. Like, Splash Mountain had an hour-long wait in the rain. Like, I don't feel like you want to get rid of something like that right now. Maybe, like, I think it'll go down before Memorial Day, though. I really do. I
just think that, though, I don't think it's going to be a... What I'm trying to say is I don't think it's going to be, like, random. I think they're going to, like, let us know, you know?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. And also, like, Disney Parks also put a new video up on YouTube showing their Mardi Gras experience in preparation for the new Tiana's ride. And they said both attractions were opening up in 2024. So, like, I have to imagine it has to close soon, right?
Yeah, because they got to get working.
Like, at least before summertime, for sure, right?
Yeah.
I hope so. Because that's the other thing that got me stoked, is I didn't even put the pieces together, like, with the new storyline, with the new restaurant, like... We're going to have a real place to celebrate Mardi Gras at the Disneyland parks.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
Ryan, that was a hillbilly accent. Sorry. I don't know why that's like... Do you guys ever default to voices when you like do impressions? I'm like, Splash Mountain. Like, I love Splash Mountain. I'm excited to ride it one last time, but I'm also excited for Tiana. It's like, we had it for... How many years did we have it, babe?
Splash Mountain?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had
Since the 80s?
Yeah, we've had it for over 25 years.
My whole lifetime?
Like, yeah, it's time for something new. It's going to be great.
Yeah, totally. Here we go from Amanda, please.
Am I the only one who wishes they brought Pete's RV from a Goofy movie to Toontown? No, girl. That would have been awesome.
It's got to be tricked out though. And I don't want it tricked out for this generation. I want it for like 1995 tricked out. It's like a huge satellite for no reason.
And like you turn, there's a TV with like the big box remote with one button.
I love that. This is a good one from Alyssa.
It would be I would be complete if they brought PJ and Max, even Roxanne. Ooh, that would be amazing. I feel like Goofy movie stands are out and about and they want more Goofy movie stuff. Like whenever Max and Goofy are out, like in their Powerline outfits, people lose it. Like that would be great.
And I feel like that's also like the Roxanne Max is a one we see like all the time of people like bounding and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. From Ben, Roger Rabbit isn't back open, is it? It is open.
Oh.
Isn't it? I thought yeah, it is. My buddy Entertainment Connection put a video out.
Yeah.
Here you go, Ash. Go for it.
And there's some big ride refurbs coming. I don't think they'll close until they're done. I think the same thing. I mean, I don't know construction and everything, but I would imagine they might have to rush this one more just because they're both opening up in 2024. But like, there's always construction going down, and Splash Mountain in the summer has up to a 200-minute wait. Like, they're going to have to figure that out.
Definitely. There's a lot of construction going on, but like I feel like the Treehouse, San Francisco, Tiana's Palace, like I feel like that's like the next big one though. Now that Toontown is like fully going, I feel like now they can really adjust and go to that. Yeah. You want to take some of this, Ash?
Can you say Slave Splash Mountain without a hillbilly accent?
No. It doesn't hit the same.
When they close Splash Mountain, there won't be as many water rides for the summer, just Grizzly River Run.
Yep. That's 100% true.
And I guess Pirates, if you...
No, that's not...
It's not a water ride?
You're on water. That's like being like, Small World, total soaker.
Yeah, you're right. My default impression voice is an old granny. Oh. Every time I do this. It doesn't matter what voice I'm doing. I do the like, a bottle of rum arm. It's like the weirdest thing. I do. Lewis and Lewis Productions. Top 5 must-ride Disneyland rides for right now.
Oh. Rise of the Resistance, Indiana Jones, Pirates, Haunted Mansion. What's another one in there? Matterhorn. Ashley Matterhorn.
I know, it'd be rude.
All right, that's our list.
I would say if just Disneyland, Matterhorn, Indiana Jones, Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, and Rise of the Resistance.
Good stuff. Here we go from Neighborhood Push. Quentin Tarantino's theater, the New Beverly, is having screenings of a Goofy movie next month. I might have to check it out. If you haven't been to the New Beverly, go check it out. It's like Quentin Tarantino's personal collection of movies. So go over there and it's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah. Actually, there's Grizzly River and the canoes. Canoes are only great if you don't paddle, though. Hashtag Canoegate.
People don't forget.
People don't forget. If you know, you know.
If you don't row, you gots to go.
No space. No, for me, I definitely space. It's a turn-up ride. It's amazing. It's so much fun.
I like space a lot, but if I don't know. I feel like those other ones are ones you don't find anywhere else.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're
space, every Disney park. Here we go from Ben.
What's all this Black Panther and King Thanos ride rumors coming to DCA?
So there's 2 different ones. There was a Black Panther ride initially. That was the first rumor for Avengers Campus. E-ticket, you were supposed to go through Wakanda. It wasn't supposed to be a Black Panther. It was supposed to be like Avengers, but in that type of setting. And the new 2.0 version that they had going at D23 is a King Thanos multiverse ride. I don't know. I don't believe this is happening still. I don't believe it.
Same. I do not think that we're getting an Avengers e-ticket for a long time, my dude. Like, it's like...
I feel like they announced that at D23, and then they pulled up like 5 projects. They didn't talk about that, and all of those got pushed to the front. So I'm like, I don't know.
I think they're going to be like, we're going to give you your new little character every time something cool happens in the theaters or on Disney Plus, and you're going to love it. So shush. And I think that's Avengers Campus for the next few years.
And do you think, like, with them announcing, like, an event or an Avatar experience is coming to the Disneyland Resort, that, like, gets expedited to the front?
Yeah.
I believe so,
They don't need, let's be real, they don't need to give us an Avengers e-ticket right now. We have the characters. We have Penn's Tasting Lab. We have multiple shows. We have Web Slingers. We have Guardians of the Galaxy. There's enough in there to to keep the general public and not us who like overly care hush hush. But
I mean, you're not going to be happy with the Rogers the Musical coming for a short time?
It's gonna be cool, but
no,
like,
I know,
yeah.
But it's like that, to me, is like a Band-Aid. It's like, oh yeah, let's put some people over here and get more Avengers fixed without having to build an attraction.
I just don't think there's a fire under their butts for Avengers e-ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Hopefully they get the storyline worked out so it's really good. Here, this is a good one from Ryan.
Do you know when the 4th part of the Disneyland Hotel will be opening? I believe it's in September.
I believe so too.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure though. Yeah.
Yeah, September. Kidder just said September, yeah.
Thanks, Kidder. Real quick on there. September.
My big butt slowed my car down on Autopia.
That happens from time to time. Mine too. When we have 2 people, we go slow.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Hyperspace Mountain or regular Space Mountain? You go first.
Oh, regular Space Mountain. My favorite part of hyperspace is when you first go up and you hear, "It's a trap!" I like the music, but original Space Mountain's fire.
Space Mountain, but for me, Ghost Galaxy.
Oh my, you have to be that person.
I know, I'm annoying.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a good one for you, Ash.
I still randomly think about said canoe video and I laugh how insane that got on Twitter. That was crazy. Like, I've only been part of Twitter controversy twice, and that was gnarly. That was the craziest thing. And all of it was unfolding, and I was telling Nick, and he has no idea because he's not on Twitter. And I was like, this is crazy. And then so many people came to bat for me. Like, it was
Yeah.
That was crazy.
I know. It happens. This is a good one from Random Recess for you, Ash.
Is it too early to start guessing new Oogie Boogie Bash characters? I'm thinking Ursula since Little Mermaid is coming out. Also, we want Lotso and Syndrome.
Ooh, Syndrome would be perfect. Lotso is kind of a funny one because they had him for Villains Night, but not Oogie Boogie Bash.
Yeah.
Like, where is Lotso hanging out?
Well, they needed to give something for Villains Night, which was a bootleg Oogie Boogie, which was ridiculous. I'm sorry, it was ridiculous.
Agreed.
It was ridiculous. But give us Lotso at Oogie Boogie so I can wear my full Lotso get up and then take a photo with him. I think
that's not a bad guess though, Random Recess, for Ursula. Just looking at like the Cruella of it all, having like the Emma Stone version come in, and then they also did that for Maleficent. There's one other one, didn't they? Like a newer character.
Yes.
She doesn't remember.
I don't
but
remember.
Yeah. But yes.
Yes. Have you been watching the new season of The Mandalorian? What are your thoughts?
Answer this one, Ash.
I don't watch The Mandalorian. I just thought it was a bit boring. I'm so sorry. But Nick loves it. He watches it without me.
Yes. She doesn't like a slow burn. She needs entertainment flying at her the entire time. So It's not on her high list.
But we're going to post them on Instagram tomorrow. But we work with Casetify for like the collaborations. And we got these fire new Mandalorian cases that we're going to show you guys. So if you're a fan of Mandalorian, check out Casetify. They have really dope cases for like every single Disney franchise ever, and the Mandalorian ones are fire. Yeah. I'm curious as to what's in that Avengers building where all the fights happen.
I think they store like it's a hollow building, and I believe the red car trolley goes through it to park.
Oh.
Yeah.
And storage probably.
You can actually take a good look at it on Google Maps or Google Earth. If
Tematua was an Oogie Boogie Bash meet and greet, I would lose my mind. Like, I would literally lose my mind.
Yeah, our Oogie Boogie Bash video last year, we did our guess on what would, who the new villain would be or the new surprise one, like the main event. Tematua was my guess. Do you remember what yours was?
Mine was Syndrome.
Yeah.
And then Danny Charles Muntz. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, getting an old man to chase you with dogs.
Wait, I just forgot. Can we do our birthday shout-outs real quick?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you guys, we have 2 birthday shout-outs from our lovely Patreon members. Abed from Random Recess. Birthdays this week, I think sometime this week. And then Brittany Bingham. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon members. Happy birthday. I hope you have the best day ever.
Happy birthday. Enjoy it. You guys are the best. And I also want to give a shout-out to our newest Patreon members, Lewis in Vacation Mode. Thank you guys for being on board. Yeah, we have a brand new Patreon vlog up right now from Amsterdam. It's one of the longest vlogs we've ever done, and it is so funny. It's just pure chaos in Amsterdam. So go check it out if you're a Patreon member. 17 minutes long. Yeah. It's good. It's really fun. It starts out
with me explaining, you think Nick and I are couple goals? A Keurig in Amsterdam almost broke us apart. I couldn't figure it out, and then Nick wasn't being as gentle as he should with trying to explain it, and we had a full beef.
Yeah.
So,
it was on January 1st. We almost blew our New Year's resolution in 12 hours.
I know, but thank you guys for being Patreon members. Welcome to the Patreon family, and happy birthday, Abed and Brittany.
She says, thank you, 34 today. Happy birthday. So cool.
Oh my god, and you're like watching Mousewives Mondays on your birthday. That's so lovely.
I love that. Woo!
Oh my god.
Okay. Let's just soak in this birthday.
I know. Sorry. I know. I was just like, we cannot forget. I love it. Happy
Here you go for
birthday.
Amanda. This is a good one.
We love the long videos. I'll never complain about a long vid. Yeah, it's because we were shooting for Patreon, and I was just like, babe, just leave it all in there. I'm like, just leave all of it in there, and I'm glad that you did.
Yeah.
It's just like half the vlog is us crying because we're so grateful, and then
Because it's so beautiful.
because it's so beautiful. Oh god.
Here you go. Let's see this. What about Scar from Lion King as the new villain?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, how would you get a cool lion in there?
They'd have to build like an entire mountain.
Yeah.
They already kind of have it in what's it called? Villains Grove. Mm-hmm. They have him, right?
That is cool, yeah. I can't wait. Well, maybe a good Avengers, Marvel character maybe. There's so many good villains I feel like right now.
Yeah.
Oh man, so cool. All right, let's get into our main topic tonight. Let's go over the best and worst facelifts. We talked about Indiana Jones. We talked about Toontown. Basically, like, what you need to participate in this is the same infrastructure, just a little bit of TLC to bring the ride to the next generation. That's kind of how we wanted to set this up.
Yeah.
So let's go through our best ones right now.
Yeah, because like, when you age and you have the money to get a facelift, it's still your face. It's just like lifted to be a little better.
All right. Do you want to take the best ones and I take the worst ones?
Yeah.
You want to do that? We'll start with the best one. Here we go.
Okay. One of the best ones is Snow White's ride inside Snow White's Adventures inside a Fantasyland.
Do you know what the ride is called?
I butchered it last time.
Let's hear it. Come on.
Snow White's Daring Adventures? No, that's the old one. Whatever, the Snow White ride. No one ever.
It's called Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
There we go. Snow White's Enchanted Wish. I think that this is one of the best facelifts, reskins of a ride. They just enhanced it. You still have kind of the scary element with the Evil Witch, but the addition of Dopey with diamond eyes, and then also the last scene with all the sparkles and the True Love's Kiss. It's a beautiful reskin of the ride. I thought they knocked it out of the park, and I thought it was the perfect way to just enlighten the ride and enhance it.
I agree. I feel like these little touches, LED screens, lighting packages, are a good way to enhance something without like a crazy, crazy budget. And we finally got to see like a Dopey like figure. Usually it was like a painting on the wall. Like that first room is really terrible or was pretty bad. And I feel like this does a great job.
Yeah, I think that the lights that they added, similar to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train at the Magic Kingdom, all the lights elements that like move with the sound. Like I love that they added this in a slow, dark ride here. I just feel like it's a gem for Fantasyland and a must-do attraction if you go.
100%. And there's like little details of like the lighting too. Like when the lightning hits, if you look at the witch, it like really strikes her. They did a great job with this. Like the one thing I will say that like when I went on, I was like, man, this is the exact same ride layout, because you take those corners and that ride wasn't made with that in mind. So like you're constantly like jerking the whole way like this, but it's all good. It's a little bit of charm, Disney charm.
And the last thing I'll say about this reskin and facelift of Snow White's ride is I'm glad that Disney opted to do this instead of bulldoze it and start from fresh. Because you have to remember, Snow White, the movie, is the reason that the Disney company actually got out of bankruptcy. And it's the reason why the Seven Dwarfs are holding up the top part of the corporate building here in Burbank. Like, it's a very, very important movie to the company.
You're about to turn up.
Here we go from Amanda, please.
Agreed. They took a classic attraction and made it so, so beautiful.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Definitely. I feel like, honestly, Fantasyland as a whole has been on this, like, revamp with, Alice in Wonderland and Peter Pan. So I wanted to really highlight this one in particular. Those ones are great, but I feel like this has done the best job. And you can stop after that with Fantasyland. Do not touch Mr. Toad, please. Don't.
Touch Mr. Toad.
No, I don't want to see like projections of hell. I just want to be down
they
there.
They would take hell out.
No.
You know they would. It would be like the dark.
I know
lab.
it's a dark thing, but it's a life lesson. You drink and drive, things happen. You're going to get in trouble, so don't do it. Like that. On my way to Oga's, I found out that list. All right, let's go to the worst. We're going to go to number one worst, and I'm going to go with Soaring Over the World. Soaring Over California was one of my favorite rides, and when DCA first opened, it was the real e-ticket, the one thing you had to go check out. Since then, they've opened up Soaring the World in Walt Disney World, and I believe there's one over at Disney's Tokyo Sea now. But the original one, Soaring Over California, the way that they shot it with the IMAX cameras, the editing on it, the score, everything about it was just like legendary. And I love that when you would walk through the halls, you'd get a little bit of like aviation history.
Yes.
It was so cool.
I love that Soaring Over California, it was just for us. It was something that we had here that was sacred. And even as someone that grew up in Southern California, like I just loved seeing all different parts of California. I hate that they did this. I hate that it's the same thing at Epcot. And the vibe doesn't match the Aviator Grizzly Peak type of theming. Like this is pure California right there next to Grand Californian. And then you're going to have it be Soaring Over the World. It's just like, I hate it.
Agreed. And it kind of keeps it unique. And I know you can check out, Soaring Over California during Food and Wine Festival, but I don't know. I wish it was one where they kept it year round, or at least like there's 2 screens, one of each.
Yeah.
Let them battle it out.
It was just such a like monumental ride in Imagineering, and the way that, they came up with the strategy on how to make those seats and make it feel like you're flying. And then for them to just be like, boo, let's make it around the world. Boo, let's make it the same thing at Epcot too. It's just like annoying. I
feel like too, like the first edit for it, they really were clever with the transitions. And I feel like Soaring Over the World is like a cross dissolve on every transition. It's like, let's throw up some dust.
Yeah, like stuff that wouldn't happen.
No, and
yeah.
The first edit is so well done, like the golf ball trick, and just there's so many little bits in there that I loved. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like this one from Kidder.
But those Imagineers that got to travel around the world to shoot all those scenes must have been a nice work trip. Pff, who you telling?
That looks
Jealous.
incredible. It was all of it shot. I thought some of it looks digital. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to know.
Like the
elephant part.
The elephant, and then the polar bears. The polar bears don't like move like that. They're not limber.
I like to imagine Joe Rohde's over there just giving him symbols, and they're like, he's dangling his earring, and they're like, listen to me. Oh yeah, this is a good one, Carissa. Nothing hits like the orange scent.
Yes.
By the way, why don't they sell like candles or drinks for Food and Wine? Like, lean into that a little bit. Like, I would be going nuts over there if they made like an orange sherbet drink that was like themed to that.
Babe.
Right?
Yes. Oh my God, that's such a good idea. Like if they had like a Soaring Over California food booth at Food and Wine next year, and it's all like drinks and food based off of the OG Soaring Over California.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. You're so smart. I love you.
I need to get a life, and that's all I think about.
I love it.
Here we go for bringing up Bingham's.
This weekend was my first time riding over California. Ugh, wish they kept that one forever. Just the nostalgia, and it's just beautiful. And it's like really cool to see all different parts of California. Like it was just like the perfect ride that they ruined. It's like, ugh.
And that, I feel like too, like the original idea of like California Adventures to visit all the best parts of California without having to drive and travel, because California's such a massive state. You got a little bit of everything in it, and I feel like, as Nana would say, that's like the 10-cent tour of all of California.
Mm-hmm. Left side California, right side Soaring Over the World. Yeah,
I like that.
Drew, the golf ball had the hidden Mickey. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cross dissolve is so bad. It was like someone did it in their like iPhone iMovie thing. It's like, what are you doing?
I mean, I'm sure the shots were really inspired, but they just didn't think about it with the same type of change. I don't know.
Joni, I was one of the first tour guide groups to ride the original Soaring. It's the best.
That's even more reason for me to love it. That's awesome, Joni.
The best part of Soaring Over the World is the scent at the Taj Mahal.
That's true. That one is pretty nice.
Soaring Around the World belongs in Epcot. California belongs in DCA, period. Thank you! World Showcase! Soaring Over the World. Well, actually, it's not in the World Showcase, is it? What is it in? Future? Do you know what's so funny? I don't know the lands in Epcot, and I didn't even... I got humbled so quickly.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to try
no,
to. But
if you guys want to ever test her in public, it's amazing. We'll have to do it next time.
She doesn't know the Epcot things. Okay. Kidder, DC has 2 theaters. Just make it 1 theater Cali and 1 theater World. Would be interesting to see which one has more demand.
I think we know which one. I think we know.
Disney! I wish it was still California. Agreed.
Diego, thank you for being here, bud. Appreciate it.
Soarin' at Tokyo Disney Sea was pretty awesome. The queue was cool. Line was insane.
See, I can't wait to see that one. Because I think it's like themed to
They had a Soarin' there?
It just opened from the time we left. We went and visited. I think it opened like, I want to say like 2020 or right after that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They were building it when we were there. Remember when you had to get your, you had a blister on your foot? It's in that area.
Oh my god, I had no idea. Those orange smells, yeah.
I love
Kitra. It's in the land, yeah. I need to I'm newer. We're newer Epcot people. I know that I just know the World Showcase.
Kitra, come get your girl. Help her out.
Whatever, I'm trying.
This is the same person who fell asleep during Living with the Land.
Because it was so relaxing.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
Whatever. World Nature's where Soarin' is in Epcot, yeah.
That queue just reminds me of like going into like an old Regal theater from 1998.
That whole thing is just old.
Okay, let's go into the next one. Let's go for another best for Ash.
Okay, the additions and little facelift to Big Thunder Mountain. You cannot deny that going in there with the boulders and the light projection and the sounds and the sparkles, they enhanced it so well. This is a classic attraction. Had Disney done any more to this ride, I think people would have freaked out, but this was the perfect way to just give it a lift.
100%. I know like Tony Baxter always said that the third part of this ride, the last act, if you will, was always supposed to move a little bit quicker, but they didn't have the technology to push the cart through. So he's able to really see his vision get realized with this. The projection mapping is fire on it. And I don't want to like have like a humble brag, but we've been on every rendition of Big Thunder Mountain ever. And I will say California's is still right up there at the top. Even though like Disneyland Paris is on its own island, going on the original with this projection mapping, like this scene is the best.
I disagree with you on that. I think Paris has the best one, but I respect this.
I'd still say Paris is great, but their third act is like bats on wires, where this is like projection mapping that looks great.
They all have like their own things, but like this was just great. It was like the perfect way to just enhance the ride.
I agree with that. I love this ride. Does anyone else like have any of these like upgrades or facelifts where you dislike them? I feel like I really had to go on a limb for the ones that we dislike, just because I usually like everything that they do. Call me like a Disneyland sucker, but I usually love what they do. Carissa Hart, the Dynamite, simply perfect. 100%. It's so good. Here we go from Liz. Obsessed that Walt Disney World doesn't have the explosion. Right? It's another one. It's like a Disneyland thing only. And I feel like we're so lucky to get those type of enhancements. I feel like Walt Disney World really hasn't had many of them. Whereas Disneyland, if I go down my list, it's like Pirates of the Caribbean is constantly being updated here at Disneyland. The Jungle Cruise, we got a facelift on it recently. Small World, Alice in Wonderland. There's so many rides. All right. Do you have anything else to say about Big Thunder, Ash?
Yeah, I just saw Liz's comment on the TV out there. Obsessed that Walt Disney World doesn't have the explosion. See, I like that too. Like, I love that each Big Thunder around the world, again, not trying to humble brag, but has a different personality and it's not a cookie cutter. Like, that's the best thing. Like, you can only get this Dynamite effect here. And then at Disneyland in Tokyo, they have this really, really different type of bat effect. And then at Paris, it's more thrilling on the island with a bigger drop. So it's like, it's cool, but this is just for us.
Definitely. Carlos, Monsters Inc. His booty, the wife says, could have been done so much more. Yeah, 100%. That's like one of the ones that we didn't put on our list just because Superstar Limo and that were like equally bad. Maybe a storyline's a little bit better. You can sell some Sully merch on the way out of Monsters Inc. But yeah, I agree with that.
It's like, I love Monsters Inc. and like we'll ride that ride if there's no line, but like I feel like they can bulldoze that entire thing and make a better ride. Like it's time has passed, you know?
Read this one from Kidder.
Don't love the Big Thunder ads. The continuity of 1970s show scenes just doesn't do it for me since it's not throughout the ride. I get that. I respect it. The Incredicoaster retheme was not it. California screaming all day. The popsicle stick figures in the tunnel look so cheap.
So that goes right into our next one, I believe. Let's see if it is. Oops. Sorry, guys. Oh, no. Hold on, Ash.
Sorry.
Nope. I don't know. We'll just stay with this for now. Oh, hear about this. Nope.
No, wait. It has to be the one below.
Here we go.
There we go, you guys.
Yeah, I didn't want to just single out the Incredicoaster. It does look cheap, but I feel like all of Pixar Pier is really that same type of rendition where they kind of just gave it a new facelift retheme. None of it really looks fantastic, besides the Lamplight Lounge, which I'd say is the only like real upgrade in that whole thing.
I'm like so 50-50 on this, because if you watch the Imagineering story and you see what Bob Iger meant, where it's like the brand kind of lost its integrity with Paradise Pier, but I really loved seeing the like Santa Monica-esque type of beachy vibes and whatever. But Lamplight Lounge is better than the Cove Bar in my opinion, and there's more things inside, and you know what I mean. But I don't think Pixar Pier looks cheap, but the Incredicoaster reskin, for me, it's like, what else could they have done aside from putting acrylic sticks on the baby's head and not full-blown sticks? But like, what animatronics could you have made on there? You know what I mean? Like, what else could they have done with it?
I don't know if it's necessarily animatronics. I just feel like the tempo of the ride is more like, go get him, Dash! It's more like that than like enjoying a roller coaster. Like we made a TikTok recently of the old roller coaster, and just the song going out there and the like gleefulness of like joy about to happen.
Yeah.
As the next one is just so like da 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 da, like it's just so much. And I honestly miss going out in the pier and hearing like the old California soundtrack of like the Beach Boys or just any of that soundtrack. Now it's just like a constant dash of like, I don't know.
Yeah, no,
it's just
I feel
tense.
What you mean.
It's just different. Everything else, for the matter, has just gotten really like branding to equal Pixar Pier, but I don't know. For me, it's just neutral. And I feel like to that Incredicoaster, like if there was another Pixar movie that was coming around that same time, it would have been easily plug and play into that. I don't really believe like they had this great idea for Incredicoaster. They're like, we're gonna change this whole thing.
Yeah, but just think about the name, like Incredicoaster. Like I don't know.
At least they didn't name it like a 10-syllable word for everything else.
The magic adventures of the da-da-da.
Yeah.
I like the Monsters, Inc. ride. Put some respect on Monsters, Inc. I don't want projections. I want animatronics.
Thank you. Yes.
I miss the Little Mermaid King Triton Carousel.
Yes.
What? Incredicoasters? I love it so much. Peter, Pixar Pier is an improvement on Paradise Pier. Could they have invested more money and made it better? Yes, but I think... Okay, so I agree with you, Peter. Had they put a little bit more oomph behind it, yes. Like the thing, and this is so picky. But what is the baby's name? Jack Jack. I hate that Jack Jack, it's white sticks and not see-through acrylic ones. That there's probably a logical explanation why it doesn't have that. But I think had they put a little bit more budget into Pixar Pier, it would be better. But I like it. I miss the Beach Boys and the Santa Monica vibes? Yes, but like, I don't mind Pixar Pier, and I really love the sign. Like, I think it's really cute. I just think, exactly to Peter's point, if they just put a little bit more money in it.
Right.
You know?
I feel like everything else is kind of like a sideways move. Like, the ice cream stand is still the ice cream stand. It's just branded differently. You know, the churro station on the bottom is just Senior Buzz's Churro. Like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. The Lamplight Lounge of it all, and I will say the Mickey Fun Wheel transfer to the Pixar Pal Around and getting different characters, that all looks fantastic. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
But I miss California Screamin'. I miss Neil Patrick Harris in the beginning. I miss the joyfulness and the glee that you feel like with that song.
Totally.
Like, I do miss that. But I don't not like the Incredicoaster. So I'm like 50-50 on this.
It was actually a stretch to find bad ones, so some of these are kind of weird.
Diego, I forget I'm at a Disney park when I go into Pixar Pier. I want more characters. Diego, you're right. Because during COVID, when they did the socially distanced meet and greets, there was so many characters out there, you guys. And like, for some reason, I don't know if it's like budget cuts or if they don't have the staff, but like,
many budget cuts.
So many budget cuts. Like, Pixar Pier felt so much more alive when it was the socially distanced stuff. Like, you had the the little stage area over by the carnival games with a ton of characters, and you had all of them meeting you over by Incredicoaster, and like, I want more characters. I 100% agree with this.
Agreed. And the Bing Bong thing, I'm not over that.
The Bing Bong. Pixar has 2 lands in DCA. Pixar Pier and Cars Land. Enough is enough. Give us Encanto, Coco, Luca, etc.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
100%.
I agree.
And I agree with this from Monica. I miss the Maliboomer.
Well, what about the Malibu-ritos?
Yeah, that's what I was the other to say. It's like they changed one like punny restaurant into another. Like, what was the Abominable Snowman thing?
I think it's Abominable Snow Treats or something.
Something like that. And the other, like, I just miss Maliburrito.
Malibu-ritos.
Burritos
were fire.
They were good. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, let's go. Since I knocked off a worst one right there, let's go to a best. So we did this one. Go back. Cool.
Oh, I disagree with this.
This isn't a best one for you?
No.
You literally had me make these. This was your list that I made. I didn't come up with this
babe,
stuff.
We beefed on this one because you were like, what are you talking about? And we didn't agree on this one.
Zero beefing. I just made assets.
Oh my god. Okay, well, you pitch it.
This is all you.
Oh my god. Okay, so I don't agree with this one. I think that it's a better ride experience, but I feel like the only reason people like it is because it goes up and down quicker. But I still think Tower of Terror was a better theme. But this is really fun, and the rocket animatronic is great.
Okay, that was terrible. No. Let's be real. Like, if it was the version 1 of Tower of Terror that they replaced, it'd be really sad. You can find the same ride in Paris still, so it still exists if you want to get on it. And having an Avengers ride, having the first one ever, like, people may not remember this as Avengers Campus gets older and as Cosmic Rewinds and all these other attractions are going out. This is the first Marvel ride ever, correct?
Yeah.
So I think there's something to be said about that. Watching this, it's the first of Chris Pratt's rides, and now he has like 10 rides around the world. I love this ride. I think the ride experience is superior. I like this much better. I like the options of getting different soundtracks. For me, it's much better.
It's just like, you guys know, like, Ashley, Tower of Terror, that's like my baby. And like, the fact that there's one in Florida, I give it a bit more grace, but like, it's not a bad reskin, and also it's like my dude Joe Rohde did it, but it's like I loved Tower of Terror there so much, but this makes more sense with Avengers Campus. So it's like, that's why I looked at Nick and I'm like, I'm 50-50 on this, because it's like I couldn't physically decide. You know what I mean? There's like parts to both.
100%.
Sorry, babe. I'm sorry. I was just overthinking that one.
Yeah. I like Tower of Terror as well, but I don't know.
Here, let's go to the chat.
I don't know.
Emil, no, I miss the Twilight Zone so much. But then again, it's like once they kind of let the cat out of the bag that like Bugs Land was going to leave, like Tower of Terror is just kind of random. So I get it, but it's like, I miss it too.
It's also like paying for it. Like, this is something they could sell the merchandise on the way out. And it's big. Like, honestly, Guardians 3 coming out, it's going to be massive. Last of the James Gunn movies.
Tower of Terror was good storytelling. Agreed. I want Pixar Pier to completely change to Coco Land. Have effects that vastly change the appearance between day and night to take you from our world to the land of the dead with lighting and decor.
I would love that. I feel like they need to do way more with Coco.
Victory!
Yes, Carissa. That great comment. Yes. Mm-hmm. I definitely enjoy Guardians of the Galaxy more. Unnecessary spend of money for summer new ride. Tower of Terror was great, and they didn't need it for Avengers Campus if we got an e-ticket like we should have. Wait, what is it, 2023 now? Ooh!
What, you don't remember the Summer of Heroes?
And we got, was it a fan or like a Frisbee?
Yeah, it was that, and basically they opened this ride and they had like a vehicle patrol with like one character. That was the Summer of Heroes.
Yeah.
Honestly, looking at where it's projected and how massive Marvel is, like, how do you not make that if it's like the most popular franchise of all time? I feel like you have to have that somewhere, right? It's,
you guys, I'm so 50-50 on this because DCA is still in an identity crisis. So it's just like we still have all of Hollywood Land, which is an ode to the old. It's just like none of it really makes sense until they finally do something with the Little Mermaid area, San Francisco area, and then Hollywoodland. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's so hard to like judge it because it's just like a hot mess.
I don't think they're touching Hollywoodland for quite some time.
Really?
I don't. Aren't they putting new shows there in the Hyperion? Yes.
Oh yeah. I always, like, for some reason in my mind think Hyperion's a part of Avengers Campus, and it's totally not.
Okay, here we go from Selena.
I rode both, and I love Guardians. It was my mom's favorite ride. Oh my god, I love that.
Your mom gets it. I wonder what your favorite song is on there too. That's like the other thing is like the song choice. At Cosmic Rewind and this ride, it's like, what song are you gonna get?
Yeah,
I like that. All right, we'll switch it up a little bit. Let's go to another worse. I'm just gonna go with Tomorrowland 2.0. And I'm just going to go for the reason of moving the Astro Orbiter to the front, causing that whole walkway situation. The addition of the Fry Rocks, People Mover going to Rocket Rods, which then became like an abandoned thing. And then also the Tomorrowland Theater. I miss the days of like Captain EO and Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and a little bit less of Path of the Jedi. Like, there's nothing in there now, right?
There's nothing in there.
Yeah.
And like, I miss that theater being active because during the summer when you're really hot and the lines are crazy, that theater was always just a great people eater and something really fun to do to pass throughout the day. Like, I enjoyed like when they did, remember when they had like a synopsis of every single Star Wars film in like 15 minutes?
Yeah, that's Path of the Jedi.
I liked that. I personally liked it just because like it's hard for me to focus on stuff and it like let me know like everything about it. But
Hold
like,
on, you had never seen a Star Wars movie before, and then so that you of course thought it was fantastic. You're like, wait, I can get the whole 6 movies in 5 minutes? Perfect.
Yeah, it was awesome. But no, I agree with you.
Oh my gosh. Here we go from Laura.
I wish we could have Coco Land and just let Walt Disney World have Avatar. Laura, you and me both, sister. I agree. I've said this so many times. The fact that we don't have Coco here is just weird. It's literally weird.
Oh, we got Kidder to agree with us. Yay!
Tomorrowland 1998 has to be the worst facelift in Disneyland's history.
100%. They're like... I feel like that was the other thing. They kept trying to make it work, too. Like, it's been on the... I feel like the people's mind for, like, what? Since 1998 of, like, fixing it. And they're like, nope. Not gonna happen. And
it just looks like awful. Like, if you guys, if you haven't seen our Doing Everything in Tomorrowland video, we make a great point about it because we were waiting for Space Mountain on the top, and it's just like visually ugly. Like, when you're up there, it just looks like a people mover graveyard, and it's like just ugly. Like, it's supposed to be the land of tomorrow, and it just looks like a crusty place. It's just ugly.
Okay, we're gonna do an exercise.
Okay.
Say 2 positive things about Tomorrowland and Disneyland.
Space Mountain is a turn up, and the iridescent walls walking in are really pretty because they match my highlight.
My 2 will be they have a water bottle refill station at the Galactic Grill, and the Star Trader sign with Mickey is life.
Dang it! That too. 3. Yeah.
I like this one from Ryan.
Tomorrowland has nothing about tomorrow. Nothing. Not a thing. Literally not a thing. It just it makes no sense. It's just a hodgepodge of crap. It like literally makes no sense.
I love that. Hodgepodge of crap.
Hodgepodge of crap.
Carissa, the Autobia driver's license haven't been broken every time I try. You have to make an appointment to the DMV.
Yeah.
You have to. Here we go from Mason.
I agree. Also, Tomorrowland seems so bizarre. It's like a mix between Toy Story, Star Wars, Finding Nemo, a driving ride that's sponsored by Honda, turned it into Toy Story Land. I agree with this. I don't agree in turning it into Toy Story Land because I personally, as a Disney fan, am Toy Storied out. I just feel like we're on an overload of it. But something needs to be done. Like, it needs to be more futuristic. I've always had the vision of making the whole thing of Tomorrowland the internet from Wreck-It Ralph 2, but that would be way too expensive.
Yeah, I feel like they're done with Wreck-It Ralph movies.
Yeah.
I feel like everything now is like projecting, like where it's going to go. I like this one from Kidder.
Just don't ever take away the Mickey Star Trader sign. No, that's like the best sign in the world.
All right, let's do another activity to get going. Let's say Disneyland's gonna trade the Mickey Star Trader sign. Which celebrity do you think would bid and win that?
John Stamos.
Right, Uncle Jesse.
John Stamos or the guy from The Talking Dead, Chris
Hardwick.
Chris Hardwick.
I don't feel like it's spooky enough for him.
That's true. Probably John Stamos. Yeah.
Peter, it has to be Star Tours. And 2, Star Trader is a great store and has an awesome sign. Yeah, the Star Trader is really good. Yeah. Like, that's like when I think of like exit through the gift shop, that's probably the store that's taken the most money from me. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's awesome. There's so much stuff to look up at.
Drew, Star Tours 3D upgrade was awesome, but the cast members' outfits need to be majorly upgraded, and they need to show Star Wars scenes on the screen in the queue area.
Oh, that's cool. I actually do like that. I dig the 1970s futuristic space silver suit. I dig it. It's like a moment.
Oh, Gina Marie T, Alien Pizza Planet.
Yeah, Gina.
Nasty. Crayon pasta. Need I say more? Nintendo Game Dude. Hi, I work for costumes with Disney Parks, and there's a lot of exciting things coming, both at DC and Disneyland, but also the parks around the world.
What?
Yeah.
I like that. Nintendo Game Dude coming in hot.
Yeah. They need to fix that red sauce at Tomorrowland. I hear it gives people a lot of heartburn. Okay, so this is TMI, but whatever, for my sensitive stomach queens.
Excuse me.
The burgers at Galaxy, what is it? Galactic Grill are good. Every time Nick and I have one of those burgers, we like it, and we regret it later because we're in so much pain. Take with that information what you will. It's just like, I don't know if it's like the bad quality or grease or what it is, but we don't feel good every time we eat there. That's why I ended up always getting the salad. I would love to see Haunted Mansion become the Muppets Haunted Mansion at Halloween instead of Nightmare Before Christmas. I really don't like that movie, but maybe I'm the only one. So, Vanessa, I don't see them ever getting rid of the Haunted Mansion overlay, holiday overlay, but what I do agree with you is that it shouldn't be for half the year. We shouldn't have Christmas leading into February. And the thing that I don't like about it is that the scariest Haunted Mansion version is not there for Halloween. I don't like seeing Christmas during Halloween, but that's just me.
I feel like Nightmare, too, is like so beloved. Like, I would love to see its own attraction.
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be really cool. But as far as like a holiday overlaid, it's amazing. I've like flipped. I used to dislike it so much, and I like really do love it now.
Can they bring back the arcade outside of Space Mountain? That was so fun.
The Starcade? I love that.
Not the Autopia cars going too much. Don't even get me started on that. The fact that Finding Nemo subs exist in Tomorrowland with Star Tours and Space Mountain is just beyond me. Can a sinkhole open up already and swallow? Literally burn it to the ground, get gasoline, and light it on fire. I agree with you. It's like, it's literally, do you know what Tomorrowland is?
I just realized why it's in Tomorrowland. Because Australia is a day ahead. It really is in the land of tomorrow. Boom. I just put that together because of Monica and Jalen and everyone. That's it, guys.
You're so funny.
Imagineer right here. What's up?
I was going to say, do you know what Tomorrowland reminds me of? You know when you're really...
Howard Johnson across the street?
No. Oh. Howard Johnson's awesome.
It's a future suite.
Oh, future... Oh, okay. No. This is what... Tomorrowland is like when you're really hungry and you haven't gone to the grocery store and you're looking in your freezer and you have all of the frozen, almost expired stuff and you're like, I'm really hungry and I don't have money to get Postmates. So you just make all of the random freezer food that tastes like crap. That's Tomorrowland. It's your leftover freezer food that you have to make for dinner.
Hey.
Bring back McDonald's French fries outside of Big Thunder. Yes, Diego.
I agree with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Big Thunder. Oh my God, when you just got smacked in the face with McDonald's when you got off Big Thunder, I would always get those fries and a big Diet Coke.
I like this one from Nintendo Day. We're going a little deeper. Notably, Avengers Campus, a new Pixar character meet and greets, and some additions to Galaxy's Edge.
Woo!
Those are 3 areas where we need that, for sure.
I had a full panic attack on the submarine class. Oh, we can't even go on it, Laura. Like I wanted to go on it since it got redone, and I like every time we've gone on it halfway through, we both start panicking, and we always get stuck next to some kid that farts, and it's like awful.
I've been on it every single time that I just don't want to go on again. So since the last refurb, I'm just on this tip of never going on it.
Yeah.
Let someone else get on it.
Xtina, Tomorrowland is the junk drawer. Yes, it is the junk drawer. It is the frozen veggies. It is the leftover crap in your grandma's pantry that you have to eat. That's Tomorrowland. It's like it's there.
No. Well, we know where Ashley stands on this one. All right, let's get into another best for Ash.
Haunted Mansion, the addition to the Hatbox Ghost, fixing all the lights, making all of the graveyard area more vibrant. Perfect, just... it really sealed the deal. But with the addition of the Hatbox Ghost, it is amazing. When you turn that corner and you see him and he's so vibrant, it's the best.
I agree with that.
He's an icon.
And I didn't want to just pick one, overlay. I feel like Haunted Mansion's one of those rides, like every couple years they add something new and are constantly touching it up, whether it's like it coming back and having like the one-eyed cat in the portrait that moved this last year, or the Hatbox Ghost. Like, I feel like it's one of those rides they're constantly touching. It's on the same type of thing as like Pirates of the Caribbean. Like every couple years they're adding something in there.
Yeah.
And I love the Hatbox Ghost. He's iconic.
Yeah.
So iconic that Jared Leto is going to be playing him.
Yeah, we'll see. Brittany, Nemo's one of our favorite family. I can imagine kids love it, like 100%. Like kids get so stoked on it. You get to look out the window. Like I can see why.
You're in an actual submarine.
Yeah.
Like that to me still, like that ride vehicle is amazing. My level of comfort and people on the ride, I want them to enjoy it, not watch me hyperventilate in the corner.
Well, also like when somebody toots it and boots it and you're stuck in a submarine, it's the worst. That happened to us twice.
Yeah.
We got a super chat from Jaden.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the Nemo reference, Nick. Yes.
Woo!
Met Nemo reference. Autocorrection's a pain. Oh, I get it.
All right. Haunted Mansion. All right, let's get into the next one. You have anything else to say about the Haunted Mansion? You're good on that?
That's perfect.
Boom. This one is a two-parter. So I'm going to say the worst one in this was putting the Frozen Sing-Along Celebration, which, if you guys don't know this, was at every Disney park for about 1 year, and then it was replaced again. I like the original idea of Muppet Vision 3D. I know it's not the superior version like they have at Hollywood Studios, but I just feel like anytime we get the Muppets, it's fantastic. PhilharMagic coming in is better than the Frozen show, but still, like, for me, not that great. It's like, PhilharMagic's another one of those things you can find at any Disney park.
Yeah.
And for us, I just really wish they kept it Muppets.
Yeah, we're Muppet stands, and I feel like all the parks lack Muppets, and for them being so beloved and having specials on Disney Plus and have so many movies and people around the world loving them, we don't see a lot of Muppets representation in the parks, and I felt like that would have been a great place to keep it. I agree with you. Like, Mickey's PhilharMagic's cool, but like Muppet Vision 3D is better.
Muppets over anything. If you want to fix something, make it Muppets. Tomorrowland Muppets.
Yeah.
Avengers Muppets. Peter, I like this one. The Hatbox Ghost photo is mirrored. It is, and the reason why is, see where our box is on the screen? It would have cut them off, so I flipped them to the other side. Only Peter would have picked that up.
Peter!
Can't get anything through those green glasses.
Peter!
In Nightmare Before Christmas. Yes, it was.
You're so funny.
Here we go.
Do you think the stairs scene from Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World belongs at Disneyland Haunted Mansion? No.
Yeah, I agree with that. I like the mansion styles are different. Like, that one's like a gothic styles, and ours is like a plantation style home, which I feel like it wouldn't really fit the vibe.
I agree. Like, when I look at our Haunted Mansion, I don't get any stairs vibes. Like, I think it's perfect the way it is. So, yeah, I don't...
Or if it was, it would be like a different type of thing.
Different, yeah.
In the same way that, like, when we went to Disneyland Paris, like, their archway for their stair set is like 2 staircases meet and it becomes one large one, and I felt that fit perfect over there. Oh, we're going quick. Here we go from Kidder.
I feel like one day I need to ride submarines and Mickey's Fun Wheel and just get over my anxiety. Mickey's Fun Wheel's lit. I'm sorry. Like, we went on with Nate, Peter, and Kitra, and like everybody was scared. I was just like having the best time. Like, it was, I couldn't stop laughing. Go with all of us, Kidder. Like, me, you, Peter, Kitra, and Nick need to go and just like it's so fun. It's like when you're with people, it's really fun. But if you went on alone, you'd have anxiety. But submarines, no.
there is like, and I don't know what the name for it is, but like the wheelchair accessible version of submarines where you don't actually get in the submarine.
Oh, the room that they have?
There's a room. So maybe you can break your steps. So do that first.
Yeah.
Get over the solid room, then get in there.
Yeah. Working on Deadpool 3 at the moment.
Whoa.
Some other Marvel projects slated for 2024. Y'all should be excited. Also just subbed. Really enjoying the combo.
Ah.
Thanks for being here. We hope you like the rest of our videos.
Thank you so much. That's so cool to hear all this news. Thank you for dropping all this stuff in here.
Miss Muppets 3D. We need more. We need more Muppets. And like the fact that they canceled. Babe, what was the name of the Christmas event? the paid Christmas event that they canceled.
Merriest Nights.
Merriest Nights, knowing that Muppets sing-along carol bus exists and that we don't have that blows my mind. Like, why don't they bust out? Like, people love the Muppets. We want to spend money on Muppets merch. Where can I spend the money? Like, I want a Kermit the Frog puppet singer thing. Like, I want all of that, and like, there's no representation.
It's so weird. I feel like it's one of the things too where like whether it's ABC or Disney keeps trying to put out Muppets material and it just doesn't stick. Like, I worked on the Muppet show that was kind of like
The Office.
The Office, or the Tonight Show rather, and it was so good. Like, there was even like a drum battle between Dave Grohl and Animal, which was amazing, and it got canceled season 1. And I feel like all these, like the Haunted Mansion stuff, like it got such a great reception and then it doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know.
What up, Russell? Hello from, is Baco Bakersfield? Because I think my Bakersfield people say Baco. Removing Muppets was a travesty.
I agree with that. I love that the Muppet lovers speak up right
I know,
now.
I love that we have so many Muppet stands, you guys.
Peter's avatar with Kermit and Miss Piggy is a flex right now.
Carlos, LOL, Krusty. I miss Kermit at DCA. My 10-year-old son is so into Muppets. Love watching them on. Yeah, they're so fun.
Your kid is going places. The Muppets are the best.
Well, the thing that I love the most about the Muppets is, and any parents in the chat let me know, I love that it's also adult humor, but it goes over your kid's head. Like the Muppets, it's like, it's a show for all ages. Adults, kids, what have you, grandparents. Like, I just love, like, they push the boundaries with the humor, but it's still so kid-friendly. And, like, if you know, you know when you watch it.
Right? Or as you get older, you have, like, different favorite characters, right? Like, you're like, you can relate to it and see where they pull, like, inspiration from. So
yes.
I love the Muppets.
Yeah, they're just, like, the best. Like, literally. Put some respect on Kermit the Frog. Yes.
Right? Who doesn't want to be green?
Muppets was my source of happiness in my toddler. Literally, same. Like, I was obsessed with Miss Piggy and then Janice growing up. Like
Janice?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's just Kermit. Him and
good.
Fozzie.
Fozzie. Okay, do we have any more, babe?
Yeah, we have one more for the best. Ready? Here we go. Boom.
Listen. Miss Matterhorn, is she a crusty old mountain that's kind of rotting from the insides? Yes. But is she also beautiful? Yes. Did she deserve this beautiful upgrade? Also yes.
I feel like this is one of the most clever ways of doing an upgrade for an older ride. Like, I think the initial tunnel sequence of hearing, the Yeti growling at you and having that projection screen of him hitting on the glass, like, that really sets the tone. I don't know what is, like, I know that ride's been there since 19 whatever. Every time I go in there, I get a little bit lower in my seat for whatever reason. It
just sets the tone. I love the story of it. And really, Harold 1.0 beforehand, he was scary, but he was just like this. And the fact that this one does this and reaches out at you, like, it's so dynamic. And for the ride system in the mountain being so old, then to have this jarring, amazing, moving animatronic, it just, like, was the perfect combo.
I agree with that. So we finally got a Yeti that works, guys.
Yeah, Yeti or not. Yes.
All right, hit the chat, Ashton.
A new creative curtain where we discuss Muppets. Oh my.
Yes. All things Muppets.
Oh wait,
Let's get
I
together.
I know who that is. Oh my god. 100% agree. The humor's so funny. My son had stitches from laughing so hard. It's so funny. Like, I just love that. We call my mom Miss Piggy because she's so iconic. Oh my god.
Oh, your mom is an icon. That's amazing.
Agree. It's legit scary now. Yeah, like, adds the effect. And, like, also, like, just think about when you're a young kid and this is, like, your intro to, like, Disney coasters. And you're like, oh man, Mom, I'm going to get on this Disney coaster and it's probably not that bad. And then this freaking Yeti tries to eat you. Like, come on. This is amazing.
Yeah, especially when you see, like, a kid in the first row and, like, those bobsleds are so exposed. You're exposed to all the elements. I just love that.
I felt bad. We took our friend's kid on Matterhorn and she was like, I want to go on Matterhorn. She was like 8 and she was hysterical for like an hour and I felt so bad.
I love that because that means the immersion is real. That was me going on Haunted Mansion as a kid. My parents would only go on at night with me.
I hated the Haunted
They
Mansion
would make
as a
me
kid.
go on at night, and I would be terrified, and they would just laugh their butts off at me.
I hated Haunted Mansion as a kid, and I hated Indiana Jones. Like, I was an Indiana Jones fan, but riding it scared the bejesus out of me.
Okay, this is a good thing. Why do you think that was? For me, like, is it how the set design is? Like, what was it for you?
The set design, when you, don't look into the eyes. Like, the whole get up, the line cue, the emptiness of the cave, like, all of it. Like, when I was a kid, I was like, I'm going in a cave and I'm going to die.
100%.
And my grandparents do not care that I'm about to die. And then when the snake came, and then my freaking grandma would always sit me on the right side. I'm like, Oma, why are you doing this? And I'd be like this the whole time.
Mm-hmm. I think for me, it's the walk. You have so much time to think about what you're going to do. Whereas, like, if you're going to get on a scary ride and it's a short line, you don't have time to think about it. Like Nana on the Incredicoaster.
Oh my
we got on the ride that day and she had no idea it went upside down.
Yes.
And that's when she said, don't talk to me.
But even like in the beginning where it's like, oh, and then you honestly, like, you feel immersed where you're like, something bad's about to happen. And then the ball, like, all of to this day, Indiana Jones still scares me. Like, I get very, like, about it, you know?
Great. I agree with that. I agree. This is a good one. I like this one.
Left
side.
Left side. Always.
I want to go on to the dolly drop every time.
I love the Yeti animatronics. Also, am I the only one when your car moves to the second set of buttons at the station, your soul leaves your body?
Yes. Yes.
I just want to shoot a basketball on the Matterhorn basketball hoop.
Right? How do we join the team?
The Muppets Bohemian Rhapsody is the best thing ever.
Oh, man.
Our 4-year-old daughter loves Haunted Mansion Holiday Overlay. Is her favorite. Yeah, the overlay is great. I just, like, wish it wasn't for half the year. Like, I wish it was just for Christmas, but, like, it is so good. And we have, like, a newfound, we used to call it the Hot Topic ride and kind of crap on it, and, like, we have a newfound love for it. It's really well done. And
we started shopping at Hot Topic and we love it now.
After seeing Danny Elfman live,
yes,
we, like, our lives changed that night.
It was one of those, and then the movies that made us on Netflix, where you get to, like, really see how they did it and how creative it is, and how it shouldn't have worked, and it's a darling.
The thing that still freaks me out is seeing the hanging body in the... Oh, yeah, that scares the crap out of me.
Yeah, don't change that. Leave that.
Brenda, the spike room terrified... Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, and then how it would slowly go down at some points. All those different mechanisms were amazing.
Did you ever ride the Skyway buckets through the Matterhorn as a kid? I did.
You did?
One time. Yeah, I did. With John T. and Boley.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Not so much for me. My family is all afraid of heights.
When I was a kid, I didn't have a choice. Like, when we went to Disneyland, like, my mom was like, you're riding this. Or my grandparents were like, you're riding this. It wasn't like, little Ashley, are you scared? I'd be like, I don't want to get there. Like, you're getting your ass on there. We just paid however much to get to Disneyland, and you're riding it. Thanks. And I didn't have a choice.
And that's why you're so brave today.
Yeah, thanks, Mom.
There you go. All right. Is there anything that you want to touch on? We've been here for 2 hours talking about rides and stuff.
Oh my God, time flew. It's already 9:06.
I know.
We have a Knott's Berry Farm video coming tomorrow on the channel. We're really excited about it with the brunch and boysenberry brunch and everything. And then our final Europe video. I know it's taken us a while to get these out, guys. It's just they're really hard edits, and our video planning out there wasn't very structured because it was our first time traveling to Europe. So that video is going to be coming out, and that's going to wrap up our Europe series.
And I also want to preference this. Remember, this is 3 weeks on a trip. We look like dead people. Like, we are just like, our energy level's like, hey guys,
dude,
you're here with the mouse vibes.
Exactly.
It's so, like, I look so beat the entire time.
We look beat AF. So in our Amsterdam vlog, we're going to look tired. We have, like, dark circles under our eyes because it's, like, our 3rd week backpacking through Europe. But it's a really fun vlog. And the bonus episode's up on Patreon right now. But thank you for bearing with us on getting these edits out. We know it's taken a while, but we just wanted to make them really good for you guys.
Yeah, stoked to be here again for another Mouse Vibes Monday. If you guys have been rocking with us this whole time, you guys are legends. We'll be back next Monday for another Mouse Vibes Monday.
Yes, good night. Happy Monday. Woo.